check. There's volume. Okay, so volume's pretty good on that one.
It's time.
It's time.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
It's time for Hastings Sodbuster Baseball. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner will be going. This is the payoff pitch. Let's see if Shea can get out of the inning here. The kick and deliver. Swung on it, missed it, got him. 12 strikeouts for Shea Shanneman.
That one hits to left field. They're going to left field. They go back. Keep going back. And that thing is going to be gone. It's out of here. Holy moly, Cole Evans. 370 feet. Cole Evans got a hold of that thing. Wow.
That one hit to short. Cervantes is second. Back to first. And they get him. Nicely turned double play there. The old 6-4-3. And there's 2 down. Their double play tonight turned by the Busters. Sodbuster Baseball is on the air.
All right, good evening, everybody. Josh Salmon with you. Nate Miller getting ready to run the cameras for your game, and Steve Stein will join us here in the 3rd inning as well for the last home game of the Sodbusters here of 2021. It's bittersweet. Winds down. I mean, I love doing baseball, and it's a beautiful day for a game, but, man, what am I going to do tomorrow night? You know, my nights have now gotten free, and I don't like that necessarily, so... no, a little bit more time with the family, which is always good. And I'll keep busy with my full-time job also as things going on. So Buster's going for the sweep here in the series. Took the first 2 against Weed City, going for game number 3 here. And starting for the Hastings Sodbusters will be Jake Bigham. So we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Let's look at yesterday's games around the league, if you will, and some interesting things there. As you know, we've been keeping an eye on Fremont and Spearfish. They've been competing back and forth for the lead of the second half. And it's very interesting because either one of them could win the league and still not make the playoffs, because the winner of the first half, which was Western Nebraska, will play the winner of the second half. So let's say Fremont wins the second half, but they don't win the overall. So the overall would be Sasquatch, but Fremont would go to the playoffs. See how that works? So kind of crazy, but that's the way it is, and that's interesting. So yesterday's games around the Expedition League on the finals. Spearfish did lose 13-11. A lot of offense in that game at home to Source Valley. Western Nebraska won 8-6. Fremont won 12-5 over Pierre at Fremont. Casper Horseheads lost at home to Sioux Falls 19-16. A lot of offensive games last night. Mining City lost at home to the Badland Big Sticks. And I said Western Nebraska 8-6 over Canyon County Spuds, and Hastings, of course, won 6-2. Again, 7 innings tonight. The last home game of the year. If you're within the listening area or watching area, you can come on out to Duncan Field, and there's some specials going on. It's customer appreciation, or fan appreciation night, I should say, tonight here at Duncan Field. So there'll be lots of souvenir or concession stand type discounts for you. So come on out. We appreciate you guys coming out here and hanging out, and been hanging out with us all season long here on the Mixler feed and on YouTube. All right, it's been another fun season for me to announce. It's like, hey, I get paid to talk baseball. I mean, that's a pretty good gig, right? Yeah, I'm very lucky. Thank you, Brian and Scott, for that opportunity. Last night's game, 6-2. Busters put 2 up in the first, and then put 4 more up in the fourth. That'd be all they would score. Weed City tried to answer back in the fifth, only got 1 out of it, and they got 1 in the sixth. As pitching yesterday was J.T. Cafferty. Cafferty had a good start, went 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, a earned run, walked 3, stuck out 3. Then Jagan Jergenmeyer came in, 1 inning of relief, gave up 2 hits, gave up an earned run, struck out 1, and then Ryan Melvin just did what Ryan Melvin does, and he was very smooth to finish out the game there in the 7th, walking only 1 guy in 1 full inning. Getting in the loss was Aberwet for Wheat City. He went 4 innings, gave up 9 hits, 6 earned runs, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Griffin Sheeran came in relief. He pitched 2 innings, gave up a walk, and 3 strikeouts. So Sheeran back in the lineup tonight, but he is defensive player, not a pitcher. In fact, he's the shortstop tonight. So, coming back, we'll take a break, and we'll hear from J.T. Cafferty as I caught up with him yesterday after the game. I was getting him right before he's getting ready to eat the chow. He's getting to sit down. He's got a plate full of food, and I was like, "Can I talk to you?" And he looks at me. He's like, "Sure." And he's a very nice young man. So I appreciate him that, and I kept the interview short so his food didn't get cold. So we'll get to that here a little bit on your pregame show. This is Sodbuster Baseball. Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill. Score big at Bullseye's every Tuesday's Big Burger Night. Wednesday's wings and draft beer specials. Thursday, roasted chicken buffet. Friday is prime rib and seafood buffet. Saturday, their world-famous prime rib and comfort food special. And every Sunday, chicken and breakfast brunch from 10 until 2. Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill. Dine-in or carry-out. 2017 West 2nd Street. Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Just visiting Hastings? Need a place to stay? How about the C3 Hotel and Convention Center? Connected, clean, comfortable. C3 Hotel and Convention Center. 2205 Osborne Drive, East. Event and Convention Center. 101 rooms, free hot breakfast, life-size game area, 24-hour fitness center, indoor pool, whirlpool. C3 Hotel. Official hotel of the Hastings Sodbusters. Visit c3hotel.com. All right, here I am at Duncan Field, ready for the game. I know I'm about 2 hours early, but I got to get my favorite parking spot. Oh, man, I'm so hungry. But I don't want to leave my favorite parking spot. There's nothing out here to eat. Wait a minute, what's that? Big Dally's Deli? That's right across from center field. I could just walk over there, get myself a choice of any kind of sandwich I want, and there's a ton, come back, eat it in the car, and still have my favorite parking place and not miss a second of the game. I'm going to try that. Big Dally's Deli with 2 locations, 610 East South Street and 801 West 2nd Street in Hastings. Let's face it, nobody likes doing laundry. That's why Burlington Village Laundry and Tanning make it easy. You can drop off your laundry and they can do it for you. Comforters, dry cleaning, rugs, weekly laundry, extra large self-service washers and dryers available if you like doing it yourself, but who does? Plus, check out their tanning. 9 tanning beds and Versa Spray Tan. That's Burlington Village Laundry and Tanning, 928 West A Street, just off Burlington in Hastings. Burlington Village Laundry and Tanning, a proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Welcome back to Sodbuster Pregame Show. Josh Salmon, Steve Stein joins me. Nate Miller to our right, running your cameras for tonight. And Steve, it's hard to believe the season here is the end. I remember talking to you back in May, and it's like, hey, it's going to be you and me on the broadcast. And I was like, cool, that sounds like a good time, and it has been a good time.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, particularly the way this last week and a half has gone for the Sodbusters. Good to see them playing their best ball at the end of the year, and really getting the guys that they want to in the lineup, and the guys are really coming through. The young guys have really made some strides, I think, with the quote-unquote experienced players. I mean, you think of a guy like Cole Dawson, who's still just, going to be a sophomore eligibility-wise, but he's kind of been one of the foundation guys, and then taking a guy like Luke Solis under his wing. And then you look at Trevor Mattson, who is the wily veteran, if you will, and the job he's done with some of these hitters, and they're kind of taking the personality of those two guys, and I think that's one of the reasons that you've seen him have some late season success.
Yeah, and guys like Logan Johnstone, he looks up to some of those guys with some experience because he came into this as a high school kid. He's going to go play at Gonzaga, and that's a whole new world to him. So he came in and tried a little too hard to begin, and then really fell into his own. And that kid is a very talented player. Matt Hallback is another one of those who have kind of looked at Solis and some of those guys as some friends and said, hey, man, this is good. Omar, what a turnaround it's been for him. An infielder converted to an outfielder. Just what he has done for this team and for himself. And then you look at these guys and what they've done for the Sodbusters. You have like Omar. Trevor Mattson yesterday greeted every single Little Leaguer as they came in the gate.
Very cool. Gave
them high fives. I mean, stand at the gate before the game even started. The coach told me that he. So that's that kind of thing. Just the outreach of these guys who aren't even from here.
Right.
And it's terrific for the ball club and for the game.
And for the guys who are from here, I mean, it was neat to see the contributions of guys like Leif Holtein, J.T. Cafferty, Jacob Shaw, Nick Carlson, the Kearney and Hastings guys. Before he left, you had the kid from Grand Island who was so solid in the outfield,
Carson Cahoy.
Cahoy. And so it's neat to see these guys have a chance to play, quote unquote, at home during the course of the summer too. And a guy who really improved at the end of the year, Jake Schroeder, another Hastings guy who probably had his best start in his last game here. So just a fun ending to the home schedule and a chance to get their first 3-game series sweep of the season if they can come out and play well today.
Yeah, and Ryan Melvin should be on that list too.
Yep.
I mean, he's been terrific from Grand Island out of the bullpen to lefty, the dependable. You know what you're going to get with him, and he's been almost just outstanding all season long. Yeah, I think he had one bad outing all year, if I remember right, or two, and so he's been really good. So it's been a fun year for broadcasting. There's been some ups and downs. There's been a lot of games where you look at one inning made a difference. If that one inning would have been different, then Busters might have had a better record. But you live and you learn from it. That's what this league's about. It's fun to see Chandler Wagner as a manager. Kind of a new hat for him. He's been an assistant at KU, and then Luke Bay as well. I mean, that guy just dissects every single hitter before the game. He has a spreadsheet and he shares it with the pitchers, and every time I talk to pitchers, they talk about what Luke has done for them and what Luke expects of them, and I think it's turned around, and they learn, the coaches have just as much as the players have.
And you've seen the pitchers really improve over the last few weeks, and it's going to be cool to see a guy make his first start of the year. He's been a great bullpen guy over the last 2 years, but Jake Bigham, who's been kind of one of the heart and soul guys on this team over the last 2 seasons, got off to a tough start this summer, but has really pitched like Jake Bigham down the stretch, and he's going to get a start here in the final home game of the year.
And he is the toughest interview on the team. You ever talk to Jake?
I have not.
Terrific guy. Very, very quiet. Does not like to say much. He's very gracious with his time, but he just is a man of few words.
Nice. So you
he lets his actions.
Got to have a lot of questions to
get
ready to go.
Yep. He's a lot of actions. Speaks words there, and he's got a terrific fastball. So we'll see what he can do against Wheat City here. And Busters would love to wrap up the regular season here at home with the sweep against Wheat City. They haven't had a series sweep, I believe, all season long.
Not a 3-game.
Nope,
right.
not a 3-game. They had 2 against Western Nebraska. Is that right?
Yep. 1-2 at Western Nebraska, and have played their best ball down the stretch, trying to make it 8 out of 9 if they can win today.
All right, new guy on the team today, and we know nothing else about him except for his name. And it says now I wrote it down. It's Lane Harris.
Yeah. So
we don't know position. I know he's right-handed because I saw him with the glove on a minute ago.
So we'll see if he gets in.
Yeah, a couple guys from the Hastings College team was on here as well for the weekend, and so we'll see what happens. But it's going to be a good time. It's going to be bittersweet. The field will sit empty for a little while until high school football starts up, and then Hastings St. Cecilia will play here.
No, it will not. It is going to be really cool for folks in the Hastings area. The Hastings American Legion for the second time in 3 years, because last year there was no postseason baseball for Legion, but Hastings gets a chance to host the multi-state regional right here like they did 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
So this is going to be really cool for the Hastings American Legion program. You're going to have teams from multi-states. And I think the state playoff is this weekend for Nebraska, and Area 6 dominating again for the second straight state tournament, as you had Gretna and Fremont get through. They're playing a 3-game series with the winner of that to represent Nebraska, along with Hastings here at the multi-state regional with teams from Arkansas and Oklahoma, I think Texas.
Oh, wow, that will be fun.
Yep, that'll be coming up here before too long.
I didn't know that was going on. So good. So Duncan Field will continue to be used, and it gets used so much this, but it's a nice facility. They keep the grass nice and green, and obviously the turf put in a few years ago was a great move with all the baseball that's played here. So we'll take a break, come back, and have the interview with J.T. Cafferty about yesterday's start. This is the Sodbuster pregame show here at Duncan Field.
There's sandwiches. And then there's Quiznos sub. Quiznos of Hastings. Order online, Quiznos.com, or call 402-461-3800. 320 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 106. Hey, they deliver. So let's recap. There's subs. Then there's Quiznos subs. Make the right choice. Hey, it's another beautiful day at Duncan Field for Sodbusters baseball. Take it from Harry. Nothing's better than Sodbusters than... Wait a minute, what's this? Okay, my 2 favorite things now. Beer and baseball. Oh, does it get any better than that? As a long fly ball to center field, now it's caught by the second baseman. Eagle Distributing, a proud sponsor of Sunbuster Baseball.
Cowbusters! Hi!
Check out Farm Bureau Financial Services in Hastings at 813 West 2nd Street. Marty DeMuth can help you with all your auto, home, life, annuities, business, and farm and ranch needs. Talk to Marty DeMuth at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Hastings. 402-463-2111. Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud Sodbuster Baseball sponsor.
Welcome back to Sodbuster pregame show. Josh Salmon with you, voice of Hastings Sodbuster Baseball, with my partner Steve Stein and Nate Miller here running your TV side and the technical stuff, and also an extra set of eyes, helps as producer as well. So he's been a very handy person to have with us here in the booth as well all season. So let's take a look at, let's talk to JT Cafferty. Good game yesterday for him. As I mentioned, he went out, got the start, and got the win in yesterday's game. Busters did use 3 pitchers, but he went 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, an earned run, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Had a chance to catch up with JT last night. Oop, and here it is. No, it's not going to let me play it. So we'll try this here just a second, and
there's sandwiches.
No, still not going to let me play it. So
there's sandwiches.
All right, well, we'll try it again here just a moment. Sorry about that. Let's get the JT interview going. Sometimes computers can be stubborn, can't they? We'll try it this way.
Here with Drayton Kozel from Waverly. Tell us about your college career.
Nope, that's not it either. I don't know why it won't let me play this one. So we'll work on that here in a little bit. I don't know what my Windows Media Player is doing. So other games going on in the area tonight. There's already one underway. I was kind of surprised it hit a very early game, but Casper is playing, and this computer. Why do we have scores already for? Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm having all kinds of computer issues. Of course, the last day, why not, right? I had it up here a minute ago. Anyways, Wheat City coming in to tonight. They didn't score a run until yesterday's game, and then, thank you. And they finally got a run in yesterday's game, end up putting 2 on the board after not scoring the game before. So Busters held them out game before. So games going on in the area tonight. Casper Horseheads just wrapped up their game already, and they beat Sioux Falls at Casper 3-2. Spearfish are trailing right now 3-2 in the bottom of the third. Western Nebraska and Canyon County tied at 1 apiece. That game in the top of the third in Gearing. You have Fremont trailing 1-0 to Pierre right now, bottom of the second in Fremont. Mining City is hosting. Oh, no, they had to forfeit tonight. Mining City and Badland Big Sticks. I know there's been some roster issues with Mining City just fielding enough guys this time of year, so they had to forfeit against Badland Big Sticks. So that game will not be happening. Sioux Falls is at Casper tonight. Again, it must be the doubleheader as they played one game already. They're just getting underway. Bottom of first and no score. On that one, Wheat City here at Hastings. Josh Salmon with you. And we'll try to get you that interview here momentarily from JT Cafferty. Had a little issue with that one. So we'll take a break, come back. Let's look at the forecast right now. It's a beautiful day for baseball. A little bit of smoke in the air because of those wildfires out west, but a sunny high of 84. Winds at about 10 miles per hour is what they're supposed to get. They're blowing in at 20 right now out of the northeast. And 81 currently is the temperature. Tonight going to be haze after midnight with the smoke, and 56. It's interesting with that smoke. I lived through one of those fires in 2003. I was out in Southern California, and somebody set up a road flare in San Diego, and it landed, and it was spread 3 different directions, and it burned for like 2 weeks before they could put these fires out. And millions of dollars in destruction, lives lost. Obviously, this guy was thrown in jail for a felony and stuff, but just because of a road flare, he was hiking and he got lost, and not a good thing to do in California with all the brushes. But anyways, I remember that, and it was just this weird haze, and it seemed like it was nighttime during the day for like a week. And then I remember even when I moved back to Nebraska a year or so later, I still had ashes in my pickup in my air conditioning vent. When I turned on my air conditioner the next summer, I had ashes coming out. So kind of crazy how that works out, and wish everybody safety up there out west. But a little bit of smoke. It was more noticeable, I think, yesterday and last night than it is right now to me anyways. But there is a little bit of haze in the air. Let's take a break, come back. This is Sodbuster pregame show here from Duncan Field. Thank you to all of our sponsors.
For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions.
You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball. Let's face it, nobody likes doing laundry. That's why Burlington Village Laundry and Tanning make it easy. You can drop off your laundry and they can do it for you. Comforters, dry cleaning, rugs, weekly laundry, extra large self-service washers and dryers available if you like doing it yourself. But who does? Plus, check out their tanning. 9 tanning beds and Versa Spray Tan. That's Burlington Village Laundry and Tanning, 928 West A Street, just off Burlington in Hastings. Burlington Village Laundry and Tanning, a proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball. Just visiting Hastings? Need a place to stay? How about the C3 Hotel and Convention Center? Connected, clean, comfortable. C3 Hotel and Convention Center, 2205 Osborne Drive East. Event and Convention Center, 101 rooms, free hot breakfast, life-size game area, 24-hour fitness center, indoor pool, whirlpool. C3 Hotel, official hotel of the Hastings Sodbusters. Visit c3hotel.com. Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill. Score big at Bullseye's every Tuesday's Big Burger Night. Wednesday's wings and draft beer specials. Thursday, roasted chicken buffet. Friday is prime rib and seafood buffet. Saturday, their world-famous prime rib and comfort food special. And every Sunday, chicken and breakfast brunch from 10 until 2. Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, dine-in or carry-out. 2017 West 2nd Street. Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, a proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
All right, welcome back on the pregame show. Josh Salmon with you. Let's see if I can get this interview going here with JT Cafferty.
Waverly, tell us about your college career, where you go, and...
Nope, that's not it either. This computer is just not letting me play it. Let's try this one.
With JT Cafferty, great pitching tonight. You gave up just the one run, a couple walks, got in some situations early, but got out of it on getting the pitch you needed.
Yeah, I walked more people than I wanted to, but I needed to just trust my defense a little bit more and let them make the plays that I know they can make.
You don't pitch a whole lot. You do have been effective this year pitching. You catch, you play first base. Obviously, you'll go anywhere Coach asks you. Do you have a favorite position to play?
No, as long as we're playing, it doesn't matter to me.
Arkansas Tech, you're going to go play there next year. How excited are you to go play with Omar and those guys?
Very excited. Me, Omar, and Shane have built a pretty close relationship over the summer, and I'm excited to keep building on that over the fall, winter, and spring.
Cool, and obviously you're going to play for Cole Dawson's dad, Coach Dawson there, and he's a good guy. I met him here earlier in the year and really knows his baseball.
Yeah, for sure. Coach Dawson was a college baseball player himself. Him and my dad actually played against each other in college, and I just liked him, liked the school. Just a perfect fit, I think.
Second year back as a Sodbuster this year. It's not the season obviously you guys wanted, but you're winning here at the end. Any special memories yet this far with one home game left?
The night of the giveaways was a really fun night. Just a lot of people out at the ballpark, a lot of people excited, and we won that night.
Yeah, great crowd here tonight too. The Aurora people, and you had the Little Leaguers. Kind of cool for them to meet you guys and to go play regionals.
Absolutely, it's huge for them that they won their state championship, going to regionals. Hopefully they can make it to Williamsport and represent Hastings well.
Awesome, very good. You represent Hastings well. You're a good young man. I'll let you enjoy your food.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. JT Cafferty.
There we go, JT Cafferty. I did get the interview going. There we go. I hated to interrupt he was just sitting down with a plate of food, so I was like, I'll keep this short so you can enjoy your meal. You pitched a good game. You deserve a hot meal, right? Yeah, most of the players eat after the game here, and, of course, autographs. The players are always generous with kids about the autograph. Win or lose, the little kids are down there. They don't care. They want the autographs, and they want to meet the players and shake hands and pictures. And the kids and the players have always been interested and very accommodating for the youngsters that come out to the game. Well, Expedition League, as I mentioned yesterday, that Fremont won and Spearfish lost, so Fremont did take over sole possession here in the second half by one game. That's going to be a back-and-forth battle here for the next few days as the season winds down. But Fremont, one game up on Spearfish, then Western Nebraska is third. They won the first half, so they're already in playoffs. They're 3.5 games back. Sioux Falls, then Hastings, then at Pierre Trappers in the second half. And you look at the Lewis Division where Wheat City plays. Source Valley, They are leading there. They're 18-9 in the second half. Badland Big Sticks at second, then Mining City Tommyknockers, Canyon County Spuds, Casper Horseheads 7-19, Wheat City Whiskey Jacks are 7-20, and 1-9 in their last 10 games. So that's where the second half is on that one. Remember, the winner of the second half will play the winner of the first half. So Western Nebraska won in the Clark Division in the first half. They will play the winner, which will either be probably Spearfish or Fremont. If Western Nebraska would somehow win the second half, they take the second place team in the second half and play against the first place, because Western Nebraska can't play against themselves in the playoffs. Okay, that would be weird. Yeah, you wouldn't have enough guys to do it. Couple different leaders on this team. We'll talk about those as the game goes along. Let's take a look at your starting lineups here, as we're about 10 minutes away from first pitch here at Duncan Field. I'm Josh Salmon, been the voice of Hastings Sodbuster baseball for a couple of years. I appreciate the guys letting me do that. It's an honor and it's a privilege to take over for Will Reynolds, who did a wonderful job the first 2 years. Will's a good dude, and I see him at the game here every once in a while. I'll make sure and have him say hi. He did come on with me earlier once this year, which was kind of cool too. For Wheat City, leading things off for Robbie Laughlin, and he's the manager, Nolan Lingley. Now, Lingley moving out to left field tonight. He is leading things off. Then you have Parker Stroh at second base, batting second. Jake Jelly, probably the best hitter statistically on this team, and the third spot where he has been during the series, and in right field. Batting fourth is Kobe Tweeton. He's at first base. He's the really, really big guy. Caleb McDowell behind the dish, batting fifth. Jackson Sorensen batting sixth, playing third base. Nolan Drill is the DH tonight, batting seventh. Houston Fogelstrom is in center field, batting eighth. And Griffin Sheeran, we saw him pitch a little bit last night. He's been in all three games at different places. He's at shortstop, batting ninth. And on the hill is Nate Dahlquist. Dahlquist is the pitcher for them. And once again, it's Matthew Dahlquist or Matt Dahlquist, either way you want to say it. So it's Lingley, Stroh, Jelly, Tweeton, McDowell, Sorensen, Drill, Fogelstrom, and Sheeran. For the Hastings Sodbusters, this is what Chandler Wagner's lineup looks like. Omar Jackson will lead things off in center field. Cole Dawson at second base, batting second. Trevor Matson locked in at the third position, again at third base tonight, with Matt Hallbeck at first base, batting cleanup. Logan Johnstone's in right field, batting fifth. JT Cafferty is batting sixth, pitched last night, swinging the bat tonight as the DH, batting sixth. You have Nick Carlson from Kearney is the catcher, batting seventh. Luke Solis, the shortstop, batting eighth. And Jackson Rocha getting the start again in left field. He had a great bunt hit last night. He is batting ninth, with Jake Bigham on the hill getting the start for Hastings. So it's Jackson, Dawson, Matson, Hallbeck, Johnstone, Cafferty, Carlson, Solis, and Rocha, with Jake Bigham on the hill. Most of the other games in the league have already started. Well, the later games here tonight, 7 innings, and then Busters are done here at home at Duncan Field. It's a sad, bitter, and sweet night for me, but it is a fan appreciation night, and, you know, all good things must come to an end. We'll have a season next year, and be back next year, and you and I can hang out again. How about that? Appreciate you guys tuning in all season long on the YouTube. First year we've done that, and I think it's worked very well. Also on the Mixler Radio, those of you who hung by, we've had some technical issues with that all season long, but I think we got it going tonight, and I appreciate your patience as well. I enjoy meeting the viewers and listeners at games when they say, hey, I listen to you all the time, and, you know, watch you all the time on YouTube doing the game, so that's cool. I appreciate that. So getting set for some baseball here at Hastings. We'll take one more break, come back, and talk about some more good times, and we'll have some baseball. How about that? First pitch on the way. This is Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field.
Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill. Score big at Bullseye's every Tuesday's Big Burger Night. Wednesday's wings and draft beer specials. Thursday, roasted chicken buffet. Friday is prime rib and seafood buffet. Saturday, their world-famous prime rib and comfort food special. And every Sunday, chicken and breakfast brunch from 10 until 2. Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill. Dine in or carry out. 2017 West 2nd Street. Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball. Just visiting Hastings? Need a place to stay? How about the C3 Hotel and Convention Center? Connected, clean, comfortable. C3 Hotel and Convention Center. 2205 Osborne Drive East. Event and Convention Center. 101 rooms, free hot breakfast, life-size game area, 24-hour fitness center, indoor pool, whirlpool. C3 Hotel. Official hotel of the Hastings Sodbusters. Visit c3hotel.com. All right, here I am at Duncan Field, ready for the game. I know I'm about 2 hours early, but I got to get my favorite parking spot. Oh, man. I'm so hungry. But I don't want to leave my favorite parking spot. There's nothing out here to eat. Wait a minute. What's that? Big Dally's Deli? That's right across from center field. I could just walk over there, get myself a choice of any kind of sandwich I want, and there's a ton. Come back, eat it in the car, and still have my favorite parking place and not miss a second of the game. I'm going to try that. Big Dally's Deli with 2 locations, 610 East South Street and 801 West 2nd Street in Hastings. Let's face it, nobody likes doing laundry. That's why Burlington Village Laundry and Tanning make it easy. You can drop off your laundry and they can do it for you. Comforters, dry cleaning, rugs, weekly laundry, extra large self-service washers and dryers available if you like doing it yourself, but who does? Plus, check out their tanning. 9 tanning beds and Versa Spray Tan. That's Burlington Village Laundry and Tanning, 928 West A Street. Just another beautiful day at Duncan Field for Sodbusters baseball. Take it from Harry. Nothing's better than Sodbusters than... Wait a minute, what's this? Okay, my 2 favorite things now. Beer and baseball. Oh, does it get any better than that? As a long fly ball to center field, now it's caught by the second baseman. Eagle Distributing, a proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball. Cowbusters! Hi! Check out Farm Bureau Financial Services in Hastings at 813 West 2nd Street. Marty DeMuth can help you with all your auto, home, life, annuities, business, and farm and ranch needs. Talk to Marty DeMuth at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Hastings. 402-463-2111. Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud Sodbuster baseball sponsor.
Welcome back. A beautiful rendition there of the national anthem, as we always get some of the best singers out here doing the national anthem. Josh Salmon back with you for first couple innings. Steve will have you in the middle innings. I'll do his color commentary, as they call it, or color analyst, however you want to say it. And then I'll finish up the last game on the broadcast here for the season of 2021 with the last 2 innings. Jake Bigham making his first start as a Sodbuster. I researched back to last year. He didn't start any games last year either. He appeared in 14 games last year, didn't start any of them. He did join the team just a little late this year, not at the beginning, but this is his 15th appearance. And his ERA is .476, 3 wins, 3 losses, 22 and 2/3 innings pitched, 19 strikeouts, 10 walks for Jake Bigham, and 18 hits given up. Last year, he was pretty much a bullpen guy. He was your closer, basically, and he was pretty much lights out every time he came in. This year, been used in different spots, sometimes closer, sometimes, hold guy, sometimes set up for the closer, just whatever. Now, starting. Get to this point of the season, you're just happy to have arms, and so he's out there making his start as Jake Bigham. It's good to see him out there. Very nice guy, but like I said, he's a very quiet interview if you ever go to talk to him. He is from McLeod, Oklahoma, goes to Northeast Oklahoma State. Going to be a senior out there, 6 foot, 200 pounds. He will face off against Lingley, Parker, and Stroh for Wheat City, as people are still filing in here for the last home game of the year at Duncan Field. Happy to have you alongside. And we are underway as digging in there is Lingley. Righty versus righty. Swung on and missed. Strike one. So Lingley comes up with an aggressive swing, swinging at the first pitch. Fastball, not able to hit it from Jake Bigham. Jake Bigham brings it with the fastball. He throws it really hard. A 1 count coming up, just underway. And that one upstairs, a ball and a strike. It'll be Lingley, Stroh, and Jelly or Wheat City. Buster's going for the sweep. They haven't had a series sweep this year of 3 games. They've had a 2-game against Western Nebraska earlier in the year. Lingley batting .280 at the moment. That one misses for ball 2. Defensively for the Sodbusters. Third to first, Matson, Solis, Dawson, Hallbeck. Outfield goes Rocha, Jackson, and Johnstone. The catcher, Nick Carlson. Bigham's pitch is hit. Who's going to get it? Shorter third. Third baseman Matson double clutches, and they do call him out on that one. Matson double clutched, and I thought maybe that was going to make the difference. No argue there from the base runner, Lingley, and there's 1 down. So really either guy had a chance at it, Matson or Solis, and Matson kind of jumped in front of him, and I think maybe he had the better chance because he was a few steps closer to it. So it brings up Stroh, Parker Stroh, can catch, can play some second base. We've seen him in both positions in this series. Left-handed batter. 1 down here in the first, and it's a strike. No score, just underway. Busters trying to sweep the series here against Wheat City. Nice to have a 3-game sweep under their belt. They would definitely take that. The 0-1 and 1-1. He got ahead of Lingley as well, and then fell behind, and then got him to ground out. Right now it's 1-1 is the count. Jake Bigham getting the start. First time as a Sodbusters to start. Always been used out of the bullpen. So kind of a new feeling for him. But he's one of those guys also that'll do anything they can for the team and for the coaches. Sodbusters won game number 1 on Friday, 10-0, 6-2 last night. Going for the clean sweep. The 2-1 coming up here to Parker Stroh of Wheat City. And that one low. Wheat City wearing their navy blues with the baby blue numbers, gray pants, and the dark helmets. Busters in their golds with the white pants, green pinstripes, and the Oakland A looking hats with the bees on the front. The new unis. If you want one of those hats, you can buy one at the concession stand. They've got them there. 3-1 coming up here to Parker Stroh. And strike. Good pitch. Inside corner. Stroh taking all the way, it looked like. Fastball in there. I was told Bigham's only supposed to do a few innings tonight, so we'll see there. But right now he's getting through the first inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top 1, no score, Wheat City and Hastings. Parker Stroh from Wheat City at the plates. That one fouled off. Thought maybe he was going to go past him for a minute, but he got the glove or got the bat on it. So good crowd here on your Sunday, last game of the year here at Duncan Field for the Hastings Sodbusters anyways. Steve said there's going to be some regional Legion ball played here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. That one foul off on the third base side. So we'll do it again at 3-2. Busters playing pretty shallow on right and left field. Omar Jackson a little deeper in center with the wind blowing from left to right on the flagpole. Bigham, 3 balls, 2 strike pitch. That one hit to first base. Hallbeck takes it himself, tags the bag, and there's 2 down. So Matt Hallbeck listed as an outfielder. Has played the last 2 games at first base. He's a very talented young man. So Jake Jelly comes up. My favorite name on the Wheat City team. I just think that's a cool name. Jake Jelly, .353 batting. In the Lewis division, he is 3rd amongst all hitters. You have Justin Cooper of the Sabre Dogs, and then Dobrinsky of the Tommy Knockers, and Jake Jelly with his .353, 3rd place in the Lewis division. He's also 7th in home runs with 6. 1 ball, no strike. To Jake Jelly. Jelly in right field. He's played right field this whole series. Busters would like to go out on a high note here, Duncan Field, by taking a series from Wheat City. They could do that tonight. 7-inning game. Check swing. Do they check it? They appeal it, and it's not a swing. I don't think he quite went all the way. Expedition League will have a team in North Dakota. They have teams in North Dakota, South Dakota, and Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, Manitoba, Canada, and now they will have one in Grand Forks. Talk about that more here next inning. That one popped up first base side. Matt Hallback makes the catch. Bigham doesn't even look. He's got faith in his guys and walks off, allowing nothing. Going one in order. 1, 2, 3. Go Wheat City here in the first inning. No score. Buster's coming up bottom one. This is Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field.
It's time.
It's time.
10,
Johnson Imperial of Hastings and Kearney has been a quality builder and developer since 1918. They have your office and retail space solution. Over 300,000 square feet of premier space. On-site management and maintenance. Great locations and abundant pricing. Space is designed and built to suit. And flexible leasing options available. Johnson Imperial also features general contracting services. Check out all they have to offer. JohnsonImperial.com. Johnson Imperial in Hastings and Kearney. That's JohnsonImperial.com. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
Wheat City goes 1, 2, 3 in the first. Let's see what the Busters can do here in the bottom of the first. Josh Salmon back with you from Duncan Field. Nate Miller to my right running the TV cameras for you. It'll be Omar Jackson, Cole Dawson, and Trevor Matson. Matthew Dahlquist on the hill for Wheat City Whiskey Jacks. He is from Redondo Beach, California. All right, Southern California area. Goes to UC San Diego, so not too far for him. Right-hander, 5'10", 177. And he will know, I'm sure, a couple of these guys who are also going to go to UC San Diego from the Sodbusters. Yeah. Very cool. I think so. Matt Hallback going to be going there. This is currently his ERA is 5.33, 3 wins, 1 loss. This is his 3rd start of the year, his 8th game. 1 save, 28 2/3 innings pitched, 38 strikeouts, 13 walks, and 28 hits. He last pitched on July 27th. That was a 4-inning outing where he gave up 5 earned runs, 7 hits, walked 6, and struck out 7. Kind of tough night at the office there. Omar Jackson comes up. It's been the crowd chant this year, Omar, as he steps in. Pitch outside to Omar Jackson, ball 1. Jake Bigham, a good, clean first inning. Getting a ground out, and a pop out. In his first start as a Hastings Sodbuster, he's always been a bullpen guy. 2-0 here to Omar. Love to get some speed on the base paths. Omar had some trouble with a hamstring here, week 10 days ago, something like that. I think he's doing okay. Stolen 5 bases in the last 4 games. 3-0 now to Omar, and if he gets on, probably a good chance he might go here as he takes that one all the way, 3-1. Omar coming to the Sodbuster as an infielder. We converted him to an outfielder, and he's been terrific. Taking him a little getting used to. It was a little rough first couple games, but he has done outstanding since then in outfield. Primarily center field for him. Got a wonderful arm and runs like a deer out there. Perfect for a center fielder, right? 3-2 from Dahlquist is upstairs. Dahlquist is one of those guys that works really quickly. So Omar gets on. First walk of the game. Dawson comes up. Dawson amongst the leaders in hitting in the Clark division. 7th in hitting, 332 currently. Omar, good lead off of first, being held on over there by Tweeten. Not going, and Cole Dawson takes a strike. We'll Cole's been a huge asset on this team this year. He's been a terrific player, a versatile guy, very solid. You know what you're going to get with him day in and day out. Loves being at the ballpark. Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Be returning next year as a sophomore from Rockville, Arkansas. His dad will be managing a couple guys in this team. Omar, J.T. Cafferty, Shane Scott. Also have Will Horton, Arkansas Tech guys. Throw over to first, and diving back is Omar Jackson. You heard in the pregame show that J.T. Cafferty said him and Omar Jackson and Shane Scott have all become really good friends during this summer league. And, these guys make relationships for a lifetime a lot of times. I mean, you see a guy for, 3 months out of the season, you may never see him again. But that's the way it goes. Strike called. Nobody likes to call, Dawson included. Ball and 2 strikes, just underway here. Bottom of the first, no score. Busters with the first base runner of the night. And that is Omar Jackson. Words out about Omar and his speed. They keep a good eye on him. He does go. Cole Dawson hits it back to the pitcher. No chance of getting Omar. It's lobbed over the first. So the hit and run was on. Grounding out is Cole Dawson. Omar ends up at second base. So it breaks up the double play if nothing else. Trevor Matson comes up. Now they're trending Trevor, too. These fans. He is 7th in the league, tied for 7th in home runs with 6. He is in 4th place in RBIs with 48 in the Clark division. Leader in both those categories here in the Hastings Sodbusters. Terrific young man. We talked about him yesterday, giving high fives to all the little leaguers as they came into the game. That was before the game. And then I'm sure he signed everything afterwards. Just always good with an interview, always a smile on his face. Loves playing the game of baseball. 1 ball, 1 strike. I know I've enjoyed being around him this year. Riverside, California, and Los Angeles of Angels, Anaheim, whatever you want to call him. The Angels fan, anyways. Omar at second. There's 1 down, and strike 2 there to Trevor Matson. His parents sitting here tonight at the game. They've been to this series. I'm not sure where they went, but they're here somewhere. I saw them a moment ago. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one fell straight back on the fastball. Matson just getting a piece of it there. Omar led off the inning with a walk. Cole Dawson grounded out to the pitcher. Trevor Matson up now. Matt Hallback due up next. Matson in yesterday's game was 2 of 2. 2 hits. Almost had a home run. That thing was a shot. Grounder to second there. Omar will advance over to third. There is 2 outs. Yeah, that thing yesterday was down the power alley. If you would have pulled it down the line, we would have gotten out of here. It was farther than 370, but it wasn't quite 405 on that long double. 2 RBIs for him yesterday. 2 runs scored. Matt Hallback come up. He was over for 2 yesterday. 2 walks for him. And I was joking with Steve Stein that the night before he interviewed Matt Hallback, and I said, if Hallback goes over for 4 tomorrow, it's your fault. Well, he went he went out for 2 with 2 walks. So you can't blame that on Steve, right? I was just joking. I've had that happen where I interview guys who's on a hot streak, and then they go for 3 the next night. It's like, oh, I think I jinxed him. The ball's 1 strike here to Matt Hallback. Hallback getting to start at first base as the Shadows work their way up on home plate here at Duncan Field. Typical for this time of night. Wind blowing from left to right. Down third base line. Ooh, that's a foul ball, and Omar checks his life insurance policy as he almost got wiped out by that one. Wow. Some quick feet over there by Omar. That thing was coming at him. Wind blowing at 9 miles an hour, so it has slowed down considerably since pregame. Here is the 0-2, 2 strikes, no balls, and strike 3 called, and Hallback just bites his lip and walks back to the dugout. So the Busters have a runner on, and he was left on base. No hits, no runs. At the end of 1, we are 0-0 here at Duncan Field.
I'm a working mom. I don't have a lot of time for grocery shopping. That's why Sam's Club is so convenient. I can get the food my family loves, household supplies, and be on my way. My husband likes that they offer oil changes and tire services. Really saves him time. They have early hours for Plus Club members so I can beat the crowd on the weekend. Plus, Sam's Club offers free curbside pickup. Order online or in the app. Sam's Club, Grand Island.
Sam's Club, a proud partner of Sodbuster Baseball.
Now,
When you're not heading to Duncan Field to watch the Sodbusters, head on over to Laughlin Country Club. The best view in Hastings. Their 2-story window overlooks the pristine course, their upscale clubhouse, and their kitchen crafts delicious dining menus. Behind the scenes is an entire full-service team led by their banquet manager who's working to make sure your event is executed flawlessly. Laughlin Country Club, 402-462-4151.
Busters had a runner on, got Omar all the way over to third, but left him 90 feet away from scoring as couldn't quite get him in on a couple groundouts and a strikeout looking. Here we are in the second inning. Jake Bigham back out there for his second inning of work. Yes, he was the starter in the first inning. As you get down to this time of year, you just take your pitchers and use them where you can. And so Bigham had a really good first inning, got 2 groundouts and a pop-out against Wheat City. He'll face the 4, 5, 6 hitters here in the second inning. Tweeten, McDowell, and Sorensen. Sounds like a law office. So Tweeten coming up here. He's the big first baseman. 6'6" dude, like 270. Be interesting to see. I want to watch him get some food after the game. I bet this guy loads up a couple plates. That's a big engine to fill, you know. Get a big gas tank. Pops out to right field. Making the catch is Logan Johnstone. 1 pitch, 1 out. So Caleb McDowell comes up. McDowell, the catcher again tonight for Wheat City. The crowd here on hand at Duncan Field is lady doing selfies here in the stands. That one fell off first base side, now to play. Seems like a good, lively crowd. You know, last game here for Sodbusters at Duncan Field in 2021. I want to thank all the fans all year long. I want to thank the sponsors as well for making the broadcast and the games possible. Thank you, guys. If you'd like to get on that list for next year, let us know. Little looper to right field. Johnstone runs in and makes the basket catch. Wow, that's more of a snow cone. It just about came out of the glove. What a great play there by Logan Johnstone. Lost his hat in the process, came running in, basket catch, and then it gets to the end of the glove like the snow cone, and he just managed to hold on to it there. So 2 down. Very nice play, Logan Johnstone. Sorensen comes up. Third baseman, played third base in last night's game. Went 1 for 3 with an RBI. Sorensen currently batting .273. Pitch in there for a strike from Jake Bigham. Bigham, your starter tonight. Stands on the first base side of the rubber, the big right-hander. Oklahoma, very nice young man out there. I was teasing him at the beginning of the year because he trimmed his hair. It was a little longer last year, and he was in a wedding to start this year, so he was late joining the team, and so he probably had to look his best at the wedding, and so he's kept it a little shorter. So when he first came to the team, I'm like, wait a minute, that guy's got Jake Bigham's number. Oh, wait. The 0-2 coming up here. Bigham 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. And that one hits to shortstop. So at least dives for it. It hits off of his glove and into left field. So there's the first hit of the game. Jackson Sorensen smacking it the opposite way. It's a good piece of hitting there from Sorensen. Down the count 0-2, and Bigham hung something up there, and he smacked it in that 5-5 hole between short and third. So Nolan Drill comes up. DH is Nolan Drill. Drill 0 for 2 in last night's game of the walk. Currently batting .225. 1 on, 2 outs, no score, top 2. Ooh, that one floats up by the tower there. Buzzes the tower. Ground control to Major Tom. 1 ball, no strike. He got Tweeten to fly out. McDowell to fly out to right on a terrific play by Logan Johnstone. A single moment ago from Sorensen. Here's the 1-0 to Drill. That one gets away from Carlson, and advancing onto second base is Sorensen. That was a really nice slide, too, on the turf. I wonder what it feels like to slide on turf. I wouldn't think it'd be fun. I think it'd be a little rough. I'm not going to try it because I'm currently wearing shorts. If I was wearing long pants, I may try it. 2 balls, no strikes here to Nolan Drill. was never a good slider on dirt, so I'm probably not going to be a very good slider on turf either. Unfouled back, 2 balls and a strike. My coaches in baseball used to get mad at me for not sliding when I was stealing a base. I was like, well, I'm fast enough to get there standing up, coach. He was worried about me getting a hit in the head, though, I think. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs. Runner on second base, no score. Top 2. Jake Bigham trying to finish out the second inning here. Checks his runner. Checks him again. Comes set to Nolan Drill. And the pitch in there for strike 2. And so Bigham, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on second in the second inning. Lots of 2s. Deuces are wild here at Duncan Field. Crowd getting into this game. And pitch coming up. Bigham wants a new sign. Gets it from Nick Carlson. Comes set. Checks the runner at second. That one a little looper, but it's going to be caught. Cole Dawson's got it at second base, and they leave 1 on base. 1 hit, no runs, and a runner left on base. At the end of 1.5, no score. Buster's coming up in the bottom of the second. This is Sodbuster Baseball here from Duncan Field. We'll take a word now from Ruts Heating and Cooling.
Summer means Sodbusters baseball and hot weather, so make sure you stay cool with Ruts. Ruts Heating and AC is your #1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska. For over 45 years, Ruts has been a name to trust for repairs, installation, and maintenance work on time. Call Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning today to discuss your HVAC needs, free estimates, and the guarantee of their work. Whenever your heating or AC needs, trust Ruts. Visit rutsheating.com.
Odyssey. Casual, modern, and innovative cuisine, drinks, and service in the heart of downtown Hastings. The website is odysseydowntown.com. Call for reservations 402-834-3811. Odyssey. Reservations are required for lunch and dinner. Carryout orders taken on the day of carryout only. 834-3811. A sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Welcome back to Duncan Field. Another good inning there from Jake Bigham. He did give up the 1 hit, but Weed City left the runner on base. And bottom of the second here for the Busters. It'll be Johnstone, Cafferty, and Carlson. The 5, 6, 7 hitters due up here for the Hastings Sodbusters. Very beautiful day for baseball here on your Sunday in August. Could be a lot worse. 80 degrees, that's not bad at all. Not complaining. I'll tell you right now. So, Jake is coming out of the game next inning. He was going to pitch 2 innings, so Scott Galusha giving him a little standing ovation. Takes his hat off to the guys. Big smile on his face. Second year as a Sodbuster. He's done for the year. He's only going to pitch to 2 innings, and he did a terrific job. Logan Johnstone's been doing a terrific job as a Sodbuster. He digs into the box, and he's ready to go. Pitch on the way here is outside. Ball 1 from Matt Dahlquist. Dahlquist in second inning of work. Gave up the walk in the first inning, but got out of it, leaving the runner on base. Works very quickly, does the right-hander. That one called a strike. Relatively close to where the first one landed. A little bit more towards the plate. Johnstone, Cafferty, Carlson due up for the Busters here in the bottom of the second. No score. Busters trying to sweep the series. High chopper to first base. Tweeten grabs it. That's a foul ball. Winning 10-0 and then 6-2 in consecutive nights against Wheat City here at Duncan Field. So Johnstone is starting his college career at Gonzaga this year. They're getting themselves a good ball player. I think they know that. This guy's got a really good baseball sense and a lot of talent. Inside out swing, that one foul off on the left field third base side. Kids giving chase to the ball. It's always a great time. You know, I remember as a kid we always wanted to foul ball at games. Never got anything hit to us. Chopper down first base side and foul ball there. I was at a Salt Dogs game, probably 10 years ago. And I'm sitting in the grass berm, you know, I'm cheap. Anyways, and there's a ball coming at this couple. And they're not paying attention to the game at all. And it was going to hit the girl right in the head. And I yell at her, hey, move out of the way. And she does. And it would have landed as Logan Johnstone gets a single to right field. Anyways, it would have hit her right in the head. But she moved. It landed. She gave me the ball. First hit for the Busters is Logan Johnstone. Leadoff hitter on once again here. 2 consecutive innings for that as JT Cafferty comes up. Cafferty, the pitcher last night, did not bat. He's been so versatile this year. And guys like that are, just invaluable on this team. You can't put a price on a guy that can pitch, catch, play first base, right field, left field, wherever you ask him to go, and do a good job at it. Strike one there. Transferring colleges, he's going to be going to Arkansas Tech with his buddy Shane Scott, Will Horton, and Omar Jackson. Johnstone leading off at first, not going. Strike 2, as JT didn't like the call on that one at all. He thought perhaps it was a little low, I believe. He asked the umpire where it was. That's kind of what I wanted to know. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 on. No score, bottom 2. JT swings on that one, and 3 pitches, and he's gone. Strikeout there for Cafferty. 1 down for the Busters here in the second. Nick Carlson comes up. Carlson's been playing pretty well lately. 208 batting average. Catching a lot, 1 of 2 last night with an RBI, a walk as well. Johnstone being held on first by Tweeten, not a big lead for him. That pitch outside. Ball 1. Luke Solis on the on-deck circle. Johnstone lit off the inning with a single. Nice one out to right field is where that one went. It's a little looper. Pitch on the way, and inside, laying off a tough one, is Nick Carlson, 2-0 here. Matt Dahlquist gave up a walk in the first inning, a hit so far here in the second. We have no score, 1 hit apiece for these 2 teams. The Wheat City right-hander comes set and delivers, and that one in there for a strike. The strike zone, albeit not the best strike zone, has been pretty consistent in the early going. Steve Steinle having the 3rd inning. We're in the bottom of the 2nd right now. I'm Josh Salmon. Runner goes, Logan Johnstone, and he should be there. Ooh, the ball hits him in the helmet. He's okay. It was a bad throw by the catcher, who perhaps bobbled it a little bit, got the throw down there pretty quickly, and it just timed out where it hit Johnstone in the helmet. At the same time, he's okay. With a smile on his face, he gets up kind of like, ooh, did you get the number of that car? He's all right. Stolen base there for Logan Johnstone. So, runner scoring position now, 3-1 here on Solis. That one fouled off. Do the 3-2 now. And for Logan, that's only his 2nd base of the season, 2nd stolen base of the season. Carlson trying to get the run in here for the Busters. They've had no problem scoring in the early going against Wheat City, done it the last 2 games. High chopper to 3rd on that one. Looks the runner back over to 3rd. Nice play there by the 3rd baseman Sorensen. Nothing Johnstone could do at 2nd. Sorensen, big tall guy, lanky guy over there. So Busters had Omar lead off last inning, made it all the way over to 3rd base after walking, and then left him stranded. Luke Solis with a chance to get the RBI. Do it right now. He did have 2 yesterday in the game. A walk, a strikeout, 1 of 3. He scored a run himself. That one fouled off. And he's down the count 0-1. If he should reach, Jackson Rocha would come up next. Logan Johnstone on 2nd base. He singled, stole 2nd. 2 outs. Here's Cafferty struck out. Carlson grounded out to 3rd. Strike there for Dahlquist. Dahlquist, pretty good pitcher out there. Moving the ball around. 3-1 record for him. His ERA's been a little high this year, but guy throws strikes. That one fouled off outside part of the plate. I don't know if it would have been a ball or a strike, but it doesn't matter. It's a strike now. Is it strike 2? That thing was coming. He's not a very big guy. 5'10", but he brings the heat. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here is the pitch. So Luke Solis hits that one to short. Is Sharon, and they can't get it. As Wheaton scoops it, goes off of his glove, and Johnstone comes around to score. So what an odd play is the throw by Sharon, who hasn't played a lot of shortstop in this series. Gets it to Wheaton, who's 6'6". He tries to scoop it, hits off of his glove, ricochets away. In the meantime, Johnstone was already at third, comes home to score. So not an RBI, but a run scored nonetheless. And reaching on the air is Luke Solis. Hey, you take runs however you can get them, right? Jackson Rocha comes up, had a beautiful bunt yesterday in the game for his second hit as Sodbusters. That one outside. I was joking with him last night because he was wearing a cowboy hat. I said, keep wearing a cowboy hat. It's good luck. Guess what? He came in the ballpark today with a cowboy hat on. So, let's see if it works. Throw over to first. And, diving back at Solis. That was a close one. Pretty good move there by Matthew Dahlquist. Dahlquist going to be teammates with Luke Solis, trying to pick him off. They're both going to go to UC San Diego. Swung on and missed by Jackson Rocha. Dahlquist, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 1-0. Sodbusters on the board here. And that one in there for a high strike. Jackson Rocha, not a very tall guy. 5'9". So 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Busters 1 run on 1 hit. They reached on an error. Solis, Johnson able to come around and score on the error. Here's the pitch from Dahlquist, and check swing. They do call it a strike. He doesn't have to throw it down because there's a runner on first already. I don't think you have to throw it down there, though. That's probably going to end the inning. Be interesting to see if their coach comes out and argues that. I guess the runner did take off and go to second. If he would have just stood there, he probably would have been out of the inning. So a throwing error, another error in the game. Yeah, that could be argued, but I guess because the runner took off, because usually with 2 strikes and there's a runner on first, you don't have to throw down there. If he would have just held on to the ball, he would have been out of the inning. So reaching on the error. No, it's actually a strikeout with an error is what it's ruled. So back to top of the order with Omar Jackson with 2 runners on here. Inside out swing down third base line. That's going to be foul. The Busters would like to take advantage of a couple of errors. Dahlquist pitching a pretty good game. His defense is falling apart behind him. What an odd play that was. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on here. Busters with 1 in. At the bottom of the second. That one over the outside corner. Ooh, just missed. Wasn't a bad pitch. Ball and a strike. So an error from the shortstop a moment ago, and then to get Solis on, and then an error on a third strikeout down to first. Pitch inside there to Omar Jackson. 2 balls and a strike here. Omar, left-handed batter. Dahlquist swung on and missed on that one. Goes 2-2. Just blew the heater right by him. Straight back to the hot sauce. Solis on second. Rocha on first. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1-0 Sodbusters, bottom 2. Pitch on the way from Dahlquist. Inside. Slider misses. Goes to 3-2. Good at bat here for Omar Jackson. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch coming up, and Dahlquist steps off. Checks the runner back. That's Luke Solis. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on. Payoff pitch coming. Runners go. That one hit to left field. Left fielder loses it in the sun for a minute, then makes the catch. Lingley out there, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 run, and 2 left on for the Sodbusters. At the end of 2 complete, it is 1-0 Sodbuster Stevel having a 3rd inning. This is Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field, and we'll hear from Eldon's Automotive.
Yeah, so, Mr. Johnson, we took a look at your car, and turns out you got a broken rotator splint. You want us to fix it or what?
When your car needs repaired, don't take it to that guy. Take it to Eldon's Automotive Repair. Old school service with new school technology. 701 East South Street in Hastings. So anytime your doohickey, thingamajig, or whatchamacallit breaks off, take it to Eldon's Automotive Repair. Eldon'sAutomotiveRepair.com. Remember, don't go to that other guy.
Come on, I ain't got all day. I'm busy, you know.
A reminder from the Nebraska Lottery. Nebraska Pick 5 has draws 7 days a week, with jackpots still starting at $50,000. So play Nebraska Pick 5 today, or you might miss your chance to win big.
Top prize odds 1 in 501,000.
We get set for inning number 3. Steve Stein has you here in the third.
All right, the Sodbusters, well, the best laid plans. They had planned on only throwing Jake Bigham for the first 2 innings today, but the way he was rolling through those first 2, he is going to get a 3rd inning of work here, so another chance for Jake Bigham to show his wares as he allowed only 1 hit through the first 2 innings. We still expect to see Snyder, Shaw, and Horton before it's all said and done here in this final home game of 2021. 1-0. Sodbuster taking advantage of a couple of Wheat City errors to get on the board. And for Wheat City, it will be Houston Fogelstrom, their number 8 hitter, playing center field as he stands in against Jake Bigham. First pitch is fouled back. No balls, 1 strike on Fogelstrom. And you hate to take Bigham out of there when he's throwing the way he is here today.
Yeah, they gave him the big ovation last inning. Okay, last time you're going to see him, folks. May never see him again. There he is in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, I kind of wondered because I never saw Schneider warming up, but Scott Galusha came on. He's the GM.
Right.
You figure, hey, he knows what's going on. But that was the plan going into it. But Jake probably thought, well, heck, I've only thrown a minimal number of pitches. He just had 27 pitches thrown through the first 2 innings today, so and really had not been seriously threatened. Gave up a 2-out single, and right now he's got a 1-1 count on Houston Fogelstrom, who is 1 for 6 in this series and 4 for 17 against the Sodbusters for the season. Hits this one high in the air to right field. Johnstone going back, and this is going to be off the wall. Almost got out of here. Fogelstrom around second, headed to third, and the throw is not going to be in time. It's down the line a little bit. Pretty good throw, but what a shot from Houston Fogelstrom as he got as close to anybody since Trevor Matson of getting one out of here. Houston Fogelstrom.
Fogelstrom took that thing deep, and it ricocheted off the brick wall a little right of the scoreboard as Logan Johnstone chasing it, just kept chasing it, took the carom off the wall and did a great throw. But wow, that thing was tattooed, and with no wind, that was all muscle.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. Fogelstrom does have 5 home runs this year. He's out of Omaha, and 6 foot 200-pounder, and he was very impressive on that hit. He stands at third with nobody out as Griffin Sheeran stands at the plate, and Sheeran hits it well. Omar Jackson going back, makes a running catch, and that will be deep enough by plenty to score Fogelstrom. It's a sacrifice fly to center, and that was nearly extra bases as Fogelstrom scores the tying run. So, maybe Scott Galusha was right. Maybe Jake Bigham should have come out after our last inning. Those are 2 pretty well hit balls.
Schneider is warming up there, but boy, those guys are earning it. What a great catch out there by Omar too, as he had to drift back on that one and make a quick catch.
So back to the top of the order, Nolan Lingley grounded out his first time up, and this Wheat City team has gotten their money's worth on their first 2 at-bats here in inning number 3, and we're all knotted up at 1 as the pitch taken high for ball 1 on Nolan Lingley with an opportunity here. He grounded out his first time up. He's 1 for 7 in the series. Had a hit in the first game, 0 for 3 yesterday. Sodbusters looking for their first 3-game sweep of a team this year. As the pitch is hit hard back up the middle, but right there, the second baseman, Cole Dawson, no problem, throws over to first base, and that's handled cleanly by Matt Hallback. 2 outs in the inning.
Wheat City did have a couple extra base hits in yesterday's game, so very capable of doing that. And I wouldn't expect the bottom of the order guys to do it, but they did, and they're now tied it up.
Wheat City looking for something positive to happen. They've lost 9 straight. Meanwhile, Sodbusters headed in the other direction, winning 7 out of 8 to move to within 2 games of 500 in the second division. Overall, they're 21 and 37 for the season under Chandler Wagner and Luke Bay.
Bigham brings the pitch home, and it's right across for strike. No balls, one strike on Parker Stroh. Stroh grounded out his first time up, and he is still looking for his first hit of this series. He is now 0 for 8.
Caught game number 1 on Friday.
As the pitch, little bit low, 1 ball and 1 strike. As the two-man crew here, Paul Sedicase and Paul Cloutier, umpires for today's game. The home finale for the Sodbusters, 408 to straightaway center, 405 to the alleys, 367 right field, 370 left field. 1-1 pitch, popped up, left side, and a long run for Jackson Rocha, who can't make the play. It's off his glove, and that is a fair ball. Throw to second base, and out! Great backup on the play from Luke Solis, who throws to Cole Dawson to make the tag. I'm going to call that a hit
for
the time being.
Yep.
And so Stroh singles, but then he is gunned down. 6-4 on the putout to end the frame as we are knotted up at 1. A triple and a sacrifice fly gets Wheat City on the board. We'll have the bottom of the second coming up. This is Sodbuster Baseball. Adams County Visitors Bureau is the perfect place to start your Hastings experience, a place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for, from places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries, and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind. Graham Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Head to the bottom half of inning number 3. The Sodbusters and Wheat City are tied up at 1 as Wheat City gets a run in the top of the third, and it'll be 2, 3, and 4 coming up. Cole Dawson, Trevor Matson, and Matt Hallback to face the right-hander, Matt Dahlquist. Dahlquist through the first couple of innings, throwing 45 pitches and allowing 1 run to this point. That run unearned after a couple of errors on Wheat City last inning. First pitch swinging is Cole Dawson, and that is going to be caught by the second baseman. Couple of swings for Cole Dawson have resulted in 2 broken bats. Parker Stroh makes the catch on that one from Cole Dawson.
Well, hey, if you're gonna go out here at home, might as well break a couple bats. He's got a grin on his face, heading back.
I was going to say, I don't know what the budget is, but maybe he just hadn't exercised that budget, so he's just getting his money's worth today as Trevor Matson steps to the plate, one of the heart and soul guys to go along with Dawson on this team. Throw Omar Jackson in there as well, guys who've been regulars throughout the course this year. He took ball 1, and Matson at the plate taking ball 2. Guy who is very patient at the plate, grounded the second baseman his first time up, 0 for 1, now 5 for 16 against pitching for Wheat City this year. Swings and misses here, 2-1. Went 0 for 3 in the series opener with a sacrifice fly, and then 2 for 2 yesterday. A couple of RBIs, 2 runs scored, and the count now 3 balls and a strike on Trevor Matson. Matson going to be taking his skills onward to Gardner Webb as a graduate transfer. 3-1 delivery, and that's upstairs, so it's a 5-pitch walk for Trevor Matson. He will head to first base for the Hastings Sodbusters, one of the top hitters on the team at .317, and he has now walked 38 times this season, most on the squad. That'll bring to the plate Matt Hallback.
Yeah, he leads the team in a lot of categories. Been a great guy to have on the team. Hopefully comes back next year to Hastings.
1-1 the score, bottom half of inning number 3. And Hallback struck out his first time up, stands at the plate, and he takes strike 1, no balls, 1 strike. 3 for 4 with 2 triples, couple of RBIs and a run scored in that win on Friday. Went 0 for 2 yesterday, did get on base a couple of times. As Dahlquist out of the stretch and brings the pitch home, and this one is popped high in the air to right field. Underneath it and making the grab is the Wheat City outfielder Jake Jelly, and there are 2 outs in the inning as Trevor Matson retreats to first.
Matt Dahlquist pitching a great game. He's only given up the 1 hit. He gave up 2 walks, a couple errors is how the earned run came around. But he's actually pitching a really good game, and he works very economically, very quickly out there.
Had 45 pitches thrown coming into this frame, but a lot of that due to the fact the extra pitches he had to throw because the 2 errors committed behind him. A 1-1 tie here in the home half of the 3rd inning, scheduled 7-inning game with Johnstone at the plate. And pitch is bounced back to Dahlquist. He has it. He'll underhand toss to first in a very quiet inning for the Hastings Sodbusters. They have the 1-out walk but can't do anything with that. And the Sodbusters and Wheat City are all square at 1. We'll come back for the 4th inning. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Hey, you. Your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters. For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
We head to the 4th inning as it's a 1-1 tie, and now we get a chance to see Jeremy Schneider. We expected him to see in the 3rd inning, but Jeremy does come out for the 4th. The guy who's making his 11th appearance, his 9th start, 47-inning pitched. He has allowed 31 runs, 26 of those earned on 39 hits. He's walked 28, struck out 35. His record 1-4, but his last outing a really good one for the Hastings Sodbusters. He's been one of the reasons that the Sodbuster team has won 7 of 8 with his last start on the mound for the Hastings Sodbusters, and he'll have what we believe to be a couple of innings of relief here, trying to keep this Wheat City team at bay.
Yeah, he's 7th right now in the Clark Division in ERA at 4.98, so it's good to have him on there. And that is not Jake Bigham in a Schneider costume. That is really him.
Yeah.
So we're not fooled this time.
Yep, you mentioned it. Under 5 now for the ERA, and I know if you're a Major League fan, you're thinking, well, that's not a great ERA, but the team ERA for the Hastings Sodbusters at 6.12. That is now up to 7th best in the league. I mean, I'd say the team ERA as a whole for the league is probably over 6. So you get an ERA under 5, and you're doing okay. So the Sodbusters will have Schneider out there for what we hope is a couple of innings of work. Northeast Community College product, the nursing major. She is from Lovell, Wyoming. He went 5-3 this past year for the Hawks. 2-2 last season for the Hastings Sodbusters, and does have a little bit of experience against this Wheat City team. He was the starting pitcher in Game 2 of the series earlier this year, went 5 innings, allowing 2 runs on 2 hits, struck out 8, and walked 4, did not figure in the decision in that game back in June. And coming to the plate will be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, beginning with Jake Jelly. Jelly, the right fielder, grounded out to first, his first time up. He is now 1 for 5 in this series. Had a hit on Friday night. They didn't have many as the Sodbusters won that game by a score of 10-0. And then he went 0 for 1 but did not get a run yesterday. Jake Jelly, right-handed hitter against Jeremy Schneider, the right-handed pitcher. So we bring you Sodbuster Baseball, and Schneider atop the hill, set to go on a gorgeous evening here in the home finale for the Sodbusters. Pitch is missing for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Jelly. The wind blowing from the left field corner to the right field corner, maybe a little more in from left at this point. But temperatures, 70s and 80s today. It's been really nice here in south central Nebraska. Pitch swung on and missed. 1-1 the count on Jake Jelly. Jelly was with the team when these two teams met the first time. A lot of new faces on both squads here toward the end of the year. The last game at Duncan Field for the Hastings Sodbusters.
How many jelly jokes do you think he gets about his name? I'm holding one back.
That's good. That's just, you just hang on to it. 1-1 delivery. I'm sure he's heard them all. 1-2 pitch. And when he, if he does pitch, he gets in a jam, I suppose.
Now you get one.
Mm-hmm.
At least his parents didn't name him Grape.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's true.
I had to get it out. Sorry.
All right, that's it now. Move on. Yep. We both had our allotment.
1-2 delivery is on the way, and this one is bounced foul. Remains 1-2 on Jake Jelly.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to get up with bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th, down by 1, and then he'd be in a jam.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
Minnesota Crookston, his home school. He's from East Grand Forks, Minnesota.
You started this, Steve.
Okay.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
We can stop it. Pitch from Schneider on the way. Swing and a miss. Schneider, good start here as he gets Jelly out. And 1 out in the inning for Kobe Tweeten. Tweeten flew out to right his first time up, has not had a hit in the series. He is now 0 for 7 as he stands in the right-handed box.
Schneider, good strikeout. First batter he faces.
Sodbusters in their yellow jerseys today. Green numbers, white pants.
I like those jerseys this year. They're new.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I guess I will reserve. I like the color. Of course, you know, the green and the yellow is good. I do not like the B on the front.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's just, you know, that's personal preference. They're
Right.
Sodbusters.
Yeah.
They're not the Busters.
Right. No, I agree with that.
But you know,
Yeah.
they got the B on the hat too. So it's just that's.
Yeah.
They didn't ask me about the marketing. 1-0 delivery. And the pitch is, well, he did offer at it. Count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. And part of it, because I'm an old guy, I kept thinking that was a number, so I thought everybody was wearing number 8. I thought, why they all have number 8 on
How
their
many
jerseys?
number 8s are there? How many Luke Solises? I mean, we could take a whole team of Luke Solises.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. It's just a little bit outside. 2 balls and a strike on Kobe Tweeten. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 4th, 1-1 the score. Sodbusters scored an unearned run in the 2nd. Wheat City getting a triple and a sacrifice fly to even the game in the 3rd. 2-1 delivery. Pitch is bounced foul. It goes to 2-2 on Tweeten.
I love the camel jerseys from last year. Those were my favorites.
Yeah, really neat.
Those were really cool.
Raised a lot of money last year as they auctioned those off for a good cause on
I have one.
Veterans Appreciation Day. 2-2 pitch.
I have
Getting on the way for Schneider.
Cafferty's, I think I have 24.
2-2 pitch on the way. And this one is sprayed foul. It remains 2-2 on Tweeten. Big guy, 6'6", 270 out of Bethune-Cookman. Grand Forks, North Dakota product. And Grand Forks, the home of Wheat City this year. They'll be able to move back, we hope, to Canada next season, as could not play ball in Canada, so they're playing in Grand Forks, which will have its own team next season. So at least 13 teams, we hope, in the Expedition League next year. Bouncing ball back up the middle. Luke Solis, the shortstop's got it. Throws to first, and there are 2 outs.
Yeah, I see Toronto went back to playing back at Rogers Center again for the first time in almost 2 seasons and swept the Royals.
Yep, so nice to see baseball back north of the border. As we will see Caleb McDowell, the catcher, come to the plate, as he has had a pretty good time against this squad from Hastings. Went 3 for 3 yesterday with a run scored, has 7 hits for the season against the Hastings Sodbusters, and pounds the first pitch foul. No balls, 1 strike on McDowell. McDowell out of Grandview University, South Junction, Utah. He had a 3-hit game and a come-from-behind win. The first game of the series between these 2 teams as Wheat City rallied from 9-1 down to win that one 10-9 way back on June 4th. Bouncing ball foul, so he has 2 3-hit games against the Sodbusters this year as he has another foul ball here. Went 0 for 3 in the series opener this time, but then 3 for 3 yesterday with a run scored, including a double for Caleb McDowell. Doing the catching duties today. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jeremy Schneider trying to work a 1-2-3 inning in his first inning in relief of Jake Bigham, who went the first 3. We also expect to see Shaw and Horton out of the pen for the Hastings Sodbusters.
Schneider very good last time out against Fremont. Allowed no earned runs in 5 innings.
0-2 pitch. Bounce toward the left side. There's Luke Solis again. Strong throw, and he's almost automatic. Sodbusters sat him down 1-2-3. Good job for Jeremy Schneider. As we head to the bottom half of inning number 4, it remains 1-1. This is Sodbuster Baseball. Johnson Imperial of Hastings and Kearney has been a quality builder and developer since 1918. They have your office and retail space solution. Over 300,000 square feet of premier space. on-site management and maintenance, great locations and abundant pricing, spaces designed and built to suit, and flexible leasing options available. Johnson Imperial also features general contracting services. Check out all they have to offer. JohnsonImperial.com. Johnson Imperial in Hastings and Kearney. That's JohnsonImperial.com. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
Head to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's still 1-1. Hastings and Weed City. Sodbusters trying to get it going here against Matt Dahlquist, who's allowed 1 unearned run in 3 innings. He's thrown 55 pitches. JT Cafferty, Nick Carlson, and Luke Solis, the 3 expected to bat for the Hastings Sodbusters. Under head coach Chandler Wagner, KU volunteer assistant Luke Bay, the graduate assistant at Kansas State. Now Luke going to be heading back to KSU for his 2nd year there. As the future for Chandler Wagner still unknown. Visiting with him, he's still maybe looking for his next coaching stop after doing the volunteer work for the University of Kansas this past season.
Yeah, I think he's got a bright future on coaching. Good guy. The players like him there, knows the game, and wish him the best there, whatever comes his way.
Here comes J.T. Cafferty, designated hitter. He struck out his first time up against Dahlquist. Stands in the right-handed box as Matt Dahlquist brings the pitch home, and this one is bounced foul. No balls, 1 strike. Solid start in progress for Dahlquist, the product of UC San Diego. So has a chance to maybe get to know a couple of his future teammates with Solis and Hallback on the squad from Hastings.
Yeah, he was trying to pick off Solis last inning. That would have been bragging rights for him next year.
1 ball and 1 strike now. The count on J.T. Cafferty. Went 0 for 3 in the first game of this series, but then pitched yesterday and picked up the win as he fouls the pitch back. It's 1-2. Went 5 innings, allowing 1 run in the contest.
Well, guys running by with brooms, hoping for the sweep. I was always told at that age not to run with utensils. But I was kind of clumsy, so.
He didn't have a chance to carry brooms.
Yeah. There you go.
1 ball and 2 strikes. And Dahlquist broke contact. Not sure if JT asked for time, but we're set to go now. JT behind on that swing, but did get a piece of it to stay alive. As we will see what Cafferty can get done here against Dahlquist on a 1-2 pitch. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss. And Dahlquist really has had Cafferty's number the first 2 times. He never looked comfortable in either of those 2 at-bats. He has struck out twice today. For this squad from Hastings. Matter of fact, 3 strikeouts and 2 of them from Cafferty. And here comes Nick Carlson to the plate. Carlson grounded out. Actually 4 strikeouts. Had the drop 3rd strike as well.
Appreciate it. All right, I'm going to switch you a headset for a bat. There we go.
As Nick Carlson steps to the plate, he grounded out his first time up. Nick 3 for 8 overall this season against Wheat City. His pitches swung on and missed. And Scott Galusha, catch your breath a little bit as you made your way to the booth. We can
running around, stuff to do.
Yep, hear the heavy breathing. And now, are you going to try to get some money out of Cole Dawson? I think he's had 2 swings of the bat, and he's broken 2 bats today.
Well, first of all, the first one was his, and he said I could have it, so I don't worry about that. The second one, we just gave to Fish so I could wear the headset for a little while.
All right.
So we're good. You know, it's just part of the deal. Bats are expensive, and we like to give them a hard time for it, but it's just part of the game.
Count 1-2 on Nick Carlson. He grounded out to third his first time up. And swings and misses here, so back-to-back strikeouts. Dahlquist looking pretty tough through the first 3+ innings here today with the back-to-back strikeouts and 5 in the game. As Luke Solis will come to the plate now, and we'll see what Solis can get done with 2 outs. Sodbusters kind of putting together a little bullpen game, and so far so good. Jake Bigham working the first 3 innings today.
We wanted to make sure that we showcase the guys that have been here the longest for us and guys that have been consistent for us, and so we had it scripted. So it will be obviously Jake Bigham for 2. It'll be Jeremy Schneider for 3, and then it'll be Jacob Shaw in the 6th and Will Horton in the 7th.
And we already went away from the script. Bigham came out and worked the 3rd. Did you even notice that?
No, I didn't. I don't know.
So I mean, Bigham had only gone 20-some pitches. I kind of wondered because I never saw Snyder warming up, and then so Jake came out for his 3rd. We'll never see him again except for that 3rd inning.
Well, that's what I was told, and that's what it was me. Part of the discussion with Luke and Chandler. We made all those plans, and of course, it's baseball. Like I told you when I handed you stuff, here's the plan, but it never works for baseball. But I didn't see him go out. I was busy doing other things. But
Jake did work that 3rd, and then Jeremy a solid 4th as he set him down 1-2-3. 2-2 pitch on the way, and called strike 3 as Solis couldn't pull the trigger, and so the Sodbusters are down in order. We're going to get the perspective of Scott Galushes. We'll just keep it right here between innings. So back-to-back-to-back strikeouts for Dahlquist, who's now thrown 68 pitches, and it's a 1-1 time, and you'd love to find a way to win this home finale and still maybe a chance to do that.
Absolutely. You know, we expect to win. I mean, our guys are excited. They were excited to play today. We knew we were going to have a nice crowd. It's a great crowd again. Hats off to the community of Hastings and all the surrounding parts of our footprint, and another great crowd. And the guys were excited to let them go home with a win. And boy, they're going to be disappointed if they don't. But I like my chances with my crew tonight.
And you mentioned it. I mean, you're putting guys out there who've had recent success, and that's kind of cool. I mean, success kind of breeds that confidence, and you're seeing every pitcher come out having a little bit more confidence. And Schneider, after a great start against Fremont his last time, 1-2-3 inning right there, and 10 of his 13 pitches were strikes, which is really cool. There's a couple of outings this year where he just could not find the zone.
Any idea what we're preaching, Steve? Yeah, we're working on it, and you know, this is classroom for us. We're teaching these kids how to do it right, and Luke and Chandler have done a good job. Chandler's been working with the hitters, and we've had our best. We're surely swinging the bat. I know we're at the bottom of the league in terms of runs and stuff, but close. but it's part of it's our beautiful Duncan Field. But we've had a lot better approach in the last 3 or 4 weeks. And that doesn't always mean we won those games, but we've had a lot better approach, a lot better at bats. Hats off to Chandler on that side. And then Luke just continues. He's a grinder, going after these pitchers and teaching them how to do it the right way. And actually, I just announced earlier to the crowd, but Luke Bay is returning as our head coach for 2022.
Oh, he's going to be the head coach for next year. Okay.
Luke's going to be the head coach for 2022. Chandler's got some other things going on. He's got bigger and better things, and that's really what we want in this league. We want you to be here, get your feet wet, and then get bigger, better things moving forward. And so Chandler's got some nice things moving on the horizon. He loves it here. He's always going to be a sodbuster, but we're really happy that for the first time since I've been here, we're going to have some consistency in Luke Bay. Is going to be back as the head coach for the Sodbusters in 2022.
Very neat. It'll be Sorensen, Drill, and Fogelstrom to bat against Jeremy Snyder. And Snyder, again, threw actually 15 pitches in that 4th inning. 12 of those were strikes, and he will face Sorensen. And the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Sorensen had hit his first time up, one of the 3 so far for Wheat City. Sodbusters with just 1 hit, but we're all tied at 1 here in the top of the 5th.
Boy, that ball was hit to right field, wasn't it? That I had the microphone down in the crowd, and I said, that is a home run in every other stadium that you ever played. Hey, this is a real neat moment. I'm sorry, Steve. We're going to take our 3 guys that we love so much out of the game and get them a standing O. So Trevor Matson and Cole Dawson and Omar Jackson are coming out of the game, and we're going to let a couple of new guys that came in here to help us. So hats off to those guys. We wanted to do it the right way. I couldn't believe it's the 5th inning already. Otherwise, wouldn't have known it. But we just took out 3 of our fan favorites, and they've meant a lot to Sodbuster baseball this summer. And we sure hope we can get 2 or 3 of them back. And they've all expressed interest. But this was the last time we're going to say Omar, and the last time we're going to say Trevor Matson, and the last time we're going to say Cole Dawson.
So those 3 have exited the game as they got a little curtain call. Omar Jackson, Cole Dawson, and Trevor Matson all out of the game. So a little defensive adjustment for the Hastings Sodbusters as they bring in some new players. Lane Harris, who just joined the team, is one of the guys who's into the contest. Now, Hallback did move from first to right field. Johnstone out to center as this one's bounced to the left side, going to be picked up. Throw to first, and in time. Welcome to the Sodbusters, Lane Harris. Lane Harris now playing third base and gets the chance. And, of course, you know, the ball finds you, first time in uniform, and he is able to gun down.
Absolutely. That's beautiful.
Sorensen.
So these guys, again, they've been here the last couple days. They're 3 Hastings College kids that we got to come help us as we try to fill out the roster, and they've been here 3 or 4 days. And since we've been hot, it's been kind of hard to get guys out of the lineup, but we knew we wanted to take those guys out in the middle of an inning and thank those kids personally and let the crowd see them for one last time, and then get these kids that came in here for the last 4 or 5 days, worked really hard to get them a chance to play a little bit.
Nolan Drill is at the plate now. He popped up his first time up, so you had some adjustments there. I mentioned Lane Harris at third base. Also out of the game was Blake Tyrell. Like Tyrell ended up at first.
Yep, Tyrell's at first.
Yep, and we'll try to catch the other changes here.
He's at second for Cam Burchacek is the second baseman now.
Okay. So Cam will be in there for Dawson.
Yep.
And we will put...
Harris is in for Matson.
Yeah, and Tyrell in for Jackson. So
that's correct.
All righty. But then we had some defensive adjustments with Johnstone out in center, Hallback in right.
That's correct.
1-1 delivery, and a pitch is in there for a strike count, 1-2 on Nolan Drill.
Well, Steve, I'm only going to be here for a half inning. Got a lot of things to do, but I just want to tell you thank you for what you do. You're a big part of what we do, and we hope to have you back next time. We did just announce that Trevor and I and Deb and Tim are coming back.
All right.
For 2022. So if you love me, great. If you don't, then I'm sorry, but I'm coming back, and I'm going to do Sodbuster baseball mostly full time, and we're going to make this work. And we've had our best year ever. Thank you to all you people that are out there that help support baseball. And we just want to keep baseball in Hastings, and we love the game. And so my wife Karen and my family are all aboard and me doing baseball. So we're going to do baseball mostly full time.
Very cool. And you know what a time in your life, and when you can do baseball for fun and, well, hopefully make a living too, but the chance to do that. But
absolutely.
I mean, yeah, this is because baseball is a great sport, and you do, and there's so many things that, like you said, that go unnoticed behind the scenes. You do it all, but the bottom line, it's all about baseball.
Well, that's when it comes down to, this is what makes me happy. The people out here, big crowds, nice to fun. You know, if you get a chance to be, I'm almost 50, Steve, and I've done everything in my life I've ever wanted to do. I've been really fortunate being a kid with cerebral palsy and almost 50. But to have a chance to do what you really love at this time in my life is so special. And it's because of all these people out here. I love making people happy, love making people smile. And I just want to say thank you to my family first and foremost, who have pushed me to do this. So thank you, Karen, and my kids. Thank you very much. My new grandsons, thank you for you guys too. It's really neat to be part of this. And my daughter, Allie, is part of our staff, which I love. It makes it really fun family-wise. But also I'm excited to be a full-time Sodbuster. A little bit crazy maybe, but I love it. And I have the opportunity to do it, and a great supportive wife and family.
As after a fly ball out to right field, Hall back out there to make that catch against Nolan Drill. It's Houston Fogelstrom up there now. Hats off to Fogelstrom, who hit it about 2/3 of the way up the brick wall in right field his last time up. It was a shot. He just missed a home run. Would have been the second of the season for any player here at Duncan Field.
Yeah, that would have been a home run in every park in the world.
Except this one.
Except this one, yep. I wasn't around to see Ebbets Field, but I would imagine that had a chance at Ebbets Field.
Yeah.
That ball was hit a ton.
And he is at the plate now, getting his 5th hit of the season against the Sodbusters. Takes the pitch outside for a ball. Houston Fogelstrom went 1 for 3 yesterday with a run scored. He played in the first series when these two teams met way back in June. Man, is it different when you think of all the new players you guys have got, and Weed City for that matter.
That's why you love those guys. And he's a Northeast Community College guy from Marcus Clapp does a great job up there. We get guys from Marcus every year, and we had a lot of fun with Mr. Fogelstrom the first time. They were all buddies. Well, him and Jeremy are buddies. Matter of fact, I think they're roommates, to be quite honest with you. And so he was the beer batter. They talked about it before. So this is another one of the things you don't always see that's so neat about summer baseball. These guys are friends. Heck, they're roommates, and now they're going at each other in the middle of summer.
Mano a mano. Schneider with his first opportunity after last time it was Jake Bigham pitching. Ground ball to the left side. Third baseman throws a little bit high, but right there. Good job for the Sodbusters to get it done.
as Lane Harris gets 2 chances entering the game and makes 2 solid throws and gets the outs as we are through 4.5. And you're done?
Hey, I'm done, Steve.
All right.
Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate everything you do. Love listening to you when I'm not here. Hate not being here for 2 games, but at least I got to hear you.
All right.
Thanks, buddy.
Scott
Appreciate
DeLucia,
it.
we appreciate him coming up. He's the
Thank
general
you.
manager for the Hastings Sodbusters, as the Sodbusters and the squad from Wheat City are all knotted up at 1.
I'm a working mom. I don't have a lot of time for grocery shopping. That's why Sam's Club is so convenient. I can get the food my family loves, household supplies, and be on my way. My husband likes that they offer oil changes and tire services. Really saves him time. They have early hours for Plus Club members so I can beat the crowd on the weekend. Plus, Sam's Club offers free curbside pickup. Order online or in the app. Sam's Club, Grand Island.
Sam's Club, a proud partner of Sodbuster Baseball. When you're not heading to Duncan Field to watch the Sodbusters, head on over to Laughlin Country Club. The best view in Hastings. Their 2-story window overlooks the pristine course, their upscale clubhouse, and their kitchen crafts delicious dining menus. Behind the scenes is an entire full-service team led by their banquet manager who's working to make sure your event is executed flawlessly. Laughlin Country Club, 402-462-4151.
We bring you Sodbuster Baseball as the Hastings Sodbusters are all knotted up at 1 against the team from Wheat City. This Hastings team trying to find a way as they'll have their 9-1-2 hitters and getting some new guys coming to the plate here before long. As we saw the defensive changes with Tyrell, Brickashak, along with Harris all coming in. Brickachek and Harris all entering. They hopefully will get a chance to bat this inning as Rocha swings and misses. No balls, 1 strike. Rocha struck out his last time up but reached when the catcher made a poor throw to first base. One of the 2 errors which led to an unearned run back in inning number 2. 1-1 the score, and Sodbusters trying to find a way to scratch one across, getting really solid pitching as Jeremy Schneider had a solid 2 innings of work. We expect him to be done, and we expect to see Shaw and Horton as the final 2 pitchers, but like I say, made a little bit of adjustment the last time. Now Shaw is warming up, so it looks like he will be the guy in the 6th inning, as it's now 1-2 count on Jackson Rocha. Pitch is just missing. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Rocha, who is 1 for 8 in the series. Did have an infield single yesterday and a run scored. 1 for 8 against this Wheat City team this year, I should say. Swung on and missed. He goes down on strikes for the 2nd time today, and that is 4 straight strikeouts for Dahlquist, who continues to throw it very well. He's up over 70 pitches thrown, and he has struck out his last 4 Sodbusters. As we'll go back to the top of the order, it's going to be Blake Tyrell. Tyrell getting his opportunity now. He did have 1 at-bat earlier in the series. He struck out in that, and he takes strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Tyrell. Batting in the leadoff spot for Omar Jackson, but he's playing first base as they have the defensive adjustments with Brickachek playing second base, and Lane Harris ended up playing third. Tyrell playing first, with the outfield adjustments, Hallback going to right field and Johnstone moving over to center. 0-2 pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Dahlquist, as now that is 5 straight strikeouts as Tyrell goes down. And now we will get a chance to see Brickachek. Cam Brickachek from Hastings College, a Pius X product. He'll stand in the left-handed box and get his first at-bat for the Hastings Sodbusters. 1-1, bottom of the 5th inning. And the pitch. Missing for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes on Brickachek.
He batted .340 this year at Hastings College. Had no home runs, no triples, but 11 doubles on the season and 50 hits.
1-0 delivery, and the pitch is taken high for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. And again, if you play half your games at Duncan Field like he did, there's not going to be very many home runs hit.
Yeah, he had 21 walks, though.
2-0 delivery. Sprays this one foul down the left field line, and it's 2-1 on Brickachek.
In his college career, well, in 2019, 20, and 21, he did hit a total of 4 home runs. 2 of those in 2019, 2020. So, first year he didn't hit one.
Pitch is fouled away. 2-2 now on Brickachek, playing for Cole Dawson, as they did give an opportunity to get a curtain call for Dawson, Jackson, and Matson playing their final games at Duncan Field. 2-2 delivery, and the pitch is fouled away, and that got a piece of the catcher. As it's been tough for the catchers. I think there's been a guy shaken up in the last 4 games for the opposing team. This time it's Caleb McDowell who caught that one off the left shoulder. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Brickachek.
82 pitches now for Dahlquist. Still 1-1 game. He's pitched a really good game.
1-1 the score. A 1 run on 3 hits for Wheat City. 1 run, 1 hit for the Hastings Sodbusters. Their run was unearned back in inning number 2. Brickachek hanging in there as he fouls another pitch away. It was 2 up, 2 down. Now this will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up to Brickachek from Dahlquist. So Dahlquist working his way, trying to complete the 5th here. There is no action behind him as pitch is just missing now. It's 2 balls. Excuse me, that was fouled away again, and it's still 2 balls and 2 strikes on Brickachek. Stands in the left-handed box. Dahlquist trying to find a way to sneak one by Cam Brickachek. Dahlquist the delivery. Bouncing ball right side, and that is into right field for a base hit. So the streak of strikeouts is over, and the streak of consecutive outs comes to an end at 8. As we will see, Lane Harris bat for the first time for the Hastings Sodbusters.
Yeah, Brickachek was chomping at the bit. I was talking to him yesterday. He was ready to get in the game, and he wanted to play, and there he is. He got his hit.
And now Lane Harris, who is 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. I should say he is batting for the first time after Trevor Matson went 0 for 1. Matson grounded out and walked in his 2 at-bats today, so Lane Harris his first at-bat for the Hastings Sodbusters. As Dahlquist to check the runner, 2 outs, 1 on. Sodbusters trying to find a way to sneak one across here. The ball is in the dirt. Count 1 ball and 1 strike on Harris. So Trevor Matson seeing his Hastings home career come to a close, batting .317 this year for the Sodbusters. Led the team in a lot of offensive categories. The pitch is fouled away, 1 ball and 2 strikes on Harris. Trevor Matson had a team best 18 doubles, a team leading 6 home runs, 48 RBIs to lead the team. He was one of the top guys being hit by a pitch in the league with 13. 37 walks this season as well. Led the team in sacrifice flies with 5, and among the team leaders in stolen bases. Bouncing ball back up the middle, shortstop's got it. Throw to first in time, and the Sodbusters are turned away. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. And the Sodbusters and Wheat City are tied at 1 as we head to the 6th. And this is Sodbuster Baseball.
Summer means Sodbusters baseball and hot weather, so make sure you stay cool with Ruts. Ruts Heating and AC is your #1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska. For over 45 years, Ruts has been a name to trust for repairs, installation, and maintenance work on time. Call Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning today to discuss your HVAC needs, free estimates, and the guarantee their work. Whenever your heating or AC needs, trust Ruts. Visit rutsheating.com.
Odyssey. Casual, modern, and innovative cuisine, drinks, and service in the heart of downtown Hastings. The website is odysseydowntown.com. Call for reservations 402-834-3811. Odyssey. Reservations are required for lunch and dinner. Carryout orders taken on the day of carryout only. 834-3811. A sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
To Duncan Field, Josh Salmon back with you as they gave a little salute on the field there to Omar, to Trevor, and to Cole. Yes, those guys are done as the Sodbusters here on Duncan Field, and so they pulled them out last inning. Defensive changes there, and so now Shaw comes in. Jeremy Schneider came in, pitched a good inning, went 2 innings, 6 at bats, struck out a batter, and that was it. Didn't give up any runs or hits. Thank you, Nate, on the inning there. And now Jacob Shaw enters the game here. Jacob's been pitching a lot lately, but he will come in, and they have him scheduled right now for 1 inning that I know of. But we were scheduled for 2 for Bigham, so we'll see what happens. But Shaw's been swinging the bat lately, doing some DH, played right field the other night. He's one of those guys that you pretty much got to tie him down, or he'll be out there playing one way or the other. He wants to play baseball, and being from Hastings, he loves playing in front of this crowd as well here at Duncan Field. Just pitched 2 nights ago on the 29th at the Moo. Went 3 innings on that one, gave up an earned run, didn't get the decision. 4 hits, 4 walks, no strikeouts in that game. He had hit in yesterday's game. He was the DH yesterday for the Sodbusters, as he was hitting for J.T. Cafferty, and in the game he went 1 for 3. Shaw with the warm-up tosses. Trevor Matson walking around the dugout there. He's not sure what to do. He's usually in the game now. He's like, what am I doing? What do I... He's been fun to have on the team. Boy, what the offense has brought with him and Cole Dawson, and what Omar's done with his legs and his arm and his bat, and those 3 guys have really contributed this year to the team. So Tyrell playing at first base now, and you have Lane Harris over at third with Brickachek at second, Solis still at short. And you had John Stone over in center field now, Hallback in right, and Jackson Rocha remains in left with Carlson behind the plate and Jacob Shaw on the hill. So lots of defensive changes there. I'm going to write these down here. Good thing I wrote everything in pencil, because I'm going to need that. Good to see Brickachek get a hit last inning. That was awesome. So it brings up Griffin Sheeran, shortstop, sacrifice fly his first time up, 0 for 1 in the game against Jacob Shaw. Strike. Shaw, the third pitcher of the day for the Busters. Bigham got the start. He gave up the lone run. Schneider came in, pitched 2 innings, struck out a guy, and now Jacob Shaw. Sheeran getting the start at shortstop. We've seen Lingley out there the first 2 games. Lingley left field tonight. 1-1 here to Sheeran. Griffin Sheeran. That one hit to right field, and making the catch out there is Hallback. 1 down. Here in the 6th inning, we are doing 7 innings. Last home game at Duncan Field for 2021. I got my broken bat. Scott Galusha brought me up one of the broken bats from my baseball club. It says Sodbusters on it. There's a ton of pine tar on there as well, which adds to the ambiance to me. Adds to the experience. It is a broken bat, too. It's pretty much just the barrel and a little bit of the middle part of the handle, but the American flag's still on it, so that's cool, too. That one hit a ton to left field. Jackson Rocha on his horse does retreat back and make the catch deep in left field, and there's 2 down. Squarely hit by Lingley, but he's out. 2 down here for Jacob Shaw. 1-1. Buster scored 1 in the 2nd, and Wheat City scored 1 in the 3rd. Josh Salmon with you, Nate Miller to my right. Steve Stein's been on the broadcast as well. We had general manager, co-owner Scott Galusha. Brian Frew, the other owner, to my right over here as well in the next booth, running your sound effects and doing some PA when Steve's over here. Swung on and missed on the breaking ball to Parker Stroh. Stroh is 1 of 2. He hit the single back in the 3rd inning, and then Jackson Rocha dropped it trying to make the catch, but then Solis picked it up, threw it to second, getting him trying to turn it into a double. So it officially went as a hit, and then he ended the inning with the out. He's behind the count 0-2 right now. Parker Stroh caught game number 1 of the series back on Friday. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top 6, 1-1, Wheat City and Hastings. Pitch on the way here from Jacob Shaw is inside, gets away from Carlson, but nobody on base, so no harm, no foul. Wheat City out hitting Hastings 3-2. Also have more errors, though, due to the Birds. Whiskey Jacks 2. Look up the history of a whiskey jack. You can get it's named after a bird, not a guy that's got a drinking problem. Here's the 1-2. And that one upstairs. I still like the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys. That's my favorite new mascot. I think that's cool. There's so many things you can do with that for marketing. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Shaw kicks and delivers. Down hit to deep center field. Johnstone makes the catch in right center field. And 3 up, 3 down here for Wheat City. Jacob Shaw, a good inning there for him. Busters coming up here in the bottom of the 6th. We do the 6-inning stretch in a 7th-inning game, so if you hear the music, that's what's going on. We take a word now here from Eldon's Automotive, one of our great sponsors.
Oh, yeah, so, Mr. Johnson, we took a look at your car, and turns out you got a broken rotator splint. You want us to fix it or what?
When your car needs repaired, don't take it to that guy. Take it to Eldon's Automotive Repair. Old school service with new school technology. 701 East South Street in Hastings. So anytime your doohickey, thingamajig, or whatchamacallit breaks off, take it to Eldon's Automotive Repair. Eldon'sAutomotiveRepair.com. Remember, don't go to that other guy.
Come on, I ain't got all day. I'm busy, you know.
A reminder from the Nebraska Lottery. Nebraska Pick 5 has draws 7 days a week, with jackpots still starting at $50,000. So play Nebraska Pick 5 today, or you might miss your chance to win big.
Top prize odds 1 in 501,000.
Welcome back. 9-pitch inning there for Jacob Shaw. Makes light work of the Whiskey Jacks, and Hastings comes up here in the bottom of the 6th. Appreciate you guys tuning in on YouTube and on the Mixler radio app. Here to Sodbuster Baseball. Appreciate you guys tuning in all season. It's been a pleasure to announce games for you. Do the best I can to describe what's going on. If you can't be here with us, we'd love to see your smiling faces out here next season for Sodbuster Baseball as the last home game of the year here, winding down. So leading things off, we've Matt Hallback. Hallback to third base, and they don't get him. Actually, a shortstop over there. Couldn't come up with it. That's Shearer, and he's kind of tough night over there at shortstop. Infield hit. Backhanded that one deep on the third base side. So Hallback on here in the 6th, and that's another leadoff hitter on for the Busters. 1, 2, 3, 4 times that has happened in the game. Logan Johnstone comes up. Johnstone 1 of 2, swings and misses on the breaking pitch. Johnstone now the center fielder. One hit, 2 at bats, a run scored for Johnstone, stole a base. Ball and a strike now to Logan. JT Cafferty on the on-deck circle. Hallback stands on first base. A single moment ago. Still in the game is Dahlquist for Wheat City. Pitching in his 6th inning. 2 balls and a strike. Dahlquist gets the sign and throws that one up high. That was pitch number 94 for Dahlquist. 3-1, here's the count to Logan Johnstone. Johnstone, inside-out swing, pops it out to center field, but it's going to hang up there. Playable ball very much for Fogelstrom. There's one down. It's a good hit, just hung up there a little too long. 1 of 3 is Logan Johnstone, 1 out. JT Cafferty, he was hoping that this guy would be out by the time he got up to face Dahlquist, struck out twice against him in the game. 0 for 2. Good lead off of first there from Matt Hallback. Fouling that one back is JT. Didn't like his swing, frustrated on that one. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom 6 in a 7-inning game are all tied at 1 apiece. Not a whole lot of offense, a lot of pitching in this game. Throw over to first, Hallback back. It's fun to have the Hastings Little League here. Nebraska Little League champions yesterday. Best of luck to them at regionals in Indianapolis next weekend. Swung on and missed on the off speed, and Dahlquist mixing it up here against JT, and JT has had a tough day here with Dahlquist today. 2 strikeouts already against him. At this point, you're kind of guessing, like, okay, well, what's he going to throw me now? He's done a fastball and he's done a off speed. Goes back to the heater. That one's up high. JT fouls it off first base side. Fans have been outstanding this year. Thanks for coming out and making noise and celebrating, buying merchandise, buying souvenirs and concessions. 100th pitch coming up now from Dahlquist is popped up. Right fielder's running over. Second baseman's running over. Who's going to make the catch? It is the second baseman. Pretty good catch there. Nice job by Stroh. Running towards the foul line. And there's 2 down. He had a better chance at it than Jelly did. It's a long way to go for the second baseman, though. 0 for 3 is JT Cafferty. Nick Carlson comes up. Carlson 0 for 2. Hallback led off the inning with a single. He stands on first base. Swung on and missed there as Dahlquist still has plenty of gas in the tank. Matthew Dahlquist into the 6th inning. He's pitched 6 innings a couple times this year. June 24th at home against the Moo, and then at home against the Big Sticks back on July 22nd. So it's the 3rd time he has gone 6 innings, at least, the most. He has not pitched 7, however. Ball and a strike to Nick Carlson. Down third base line and foul. Chandler Wagner was a volunteer coach last year for KU, so we'll see what the future holds for him for coaching. I think he's a good dude and understands the game, and he's very personable, and I appreciate him coming up here every single game this year for interviews, win or lose. Can't get a lot of coaches to do that, but he's been good about it. Here is the 1-2. Luke Bay's been outstanding as well. Pitching coach over to third. Should be an easy play for Sorensen, and it is. And the Busters strand at the 1 runner on 1 hit. Let the ground out. Top of the 7th coming up. We'll see what happens. We're all tied at 1 apiece. This was supposed to be a 7-inning game, but we may go extra innings. First, we'll see what Wheat City does in the top of the inning. We'll be right back. This is Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field.
Adams County Visitors Bureau is the perfect place to start your Hastings experience. A place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for, from places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries, and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind. Graham Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Dizzy bat race going on here, and the kid that won this, I don't think he was that dizzy. He ran pretty good straight down the line. Always the fun on the field there with Hastings Sodbusters and promotion. The one kid's just finishing now. He's pretty dizzy. He's like, whoa, this is dizzy. Made him spin extra times today. It's the last dizzy bat race of the season, so gotta get your money's worth, right? Will Horton comes in the game now. Fourth pitcher of the day for the Sodbusters. So Jacob Shaw came in and had a 1-2-3 inning. And Will Horton comes in for Shaw. It was 1 inning pitch, 3 at-bats, and nothing doing there. So very clean inning for him. He got went right through Wheat City on 3 flyouts. Thank you, Nate Miller, for stats as always. And we'll bring in Will Horton. Goes to Arkansas Tech with a few of the other guys. Last pitched on July 28th against the Moo. Had a tough outing. 7 runs, 6 of them earned in 4 2/3 innings. 4 walks, 3 strikeouts on that one. Horton, 4th pitcher of the night. We're all tied at 1 apiece. Supposed to be a 7-inning game. And Scott Kalusha thanks Luke Bay, thanks the crowd in Hastings. Pitching coach Luke Bay has done a terrific job. Nate Miller wearing his purple as Luke Bay is a coach at K-State. Taught these guys a lot about pitching. Former pitcher himself. He's a really personal guy, and he said coming into this it was a learning experience for himself as well, and it is. And he really dissects every batter. I've seen one of his spray charts or one of his beginning charts, how they want to pitch each pitcher and batter and stuff. It's amazing. So thanking the bus driver now, has been on many road trips with the Sodbusters. Steve's his name. Coming up here at 4, Wheat City will be Jelly, Tweeden, and McDowell. 3, 4, 5 hitters due up here. Wheat City hasn't had a hit since the 3rd inning. They had 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, and haven't had a hit since then. Jelly could be the guy to do it. He's one of their best hitters, probably the best hitter, if you look at the numbers. In today's game, he is 0 for 2. Still batting .349, though. I mean, the guy goes 0 for 2, and he's still hitting .349. Came in as one of the leaders in hitting for the division. It's the Lewis division. That one popped up center field. Johnstone backpedals, does catch it. And there's one down. So Bigham gave up the earned run, and he was only supposed to go 2. Came out the 3rd inning, gave up the 2 hits in the 3rd. One of those guys scored. Schneider did great. Shaw did great so far. Horton went out here in his relief as it brings up Kobe Tweeten. Tweeten 0 for 2. He has flown out and grounded out in the game. Against left-hander Will Horton. Horton, high leg kick and pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Will Horton from Fort Worth, Texas. I wonder if he had a good Nebraska steak while he was here. I bet he knows a thing or two about steak down in Texas. 2 balls, 1 strike. Kobe Tweeten. McDowell due up next for Wheat City. All tied at 1 apiece here in the top of the 7th. Again, that one's skied to center field. Logan Johnstone giving a chase about 15 feet from the wall out there. That thing was hit pretty hard, but it's just a long fly ball. 0 for 3 is Tweeten. We had a comment here. Said, this is from Logan Johnstone. Says, thanks for the... What's that? His friends? Oh, his parents. So thanks for an awesome job this year, guys. We love following the games with you, Todd, and Carrie Ann, Logan's parents. So thanks a lot. Appreciate it, John Stones. You got a heck of a young man there and a great ball player. Wish him the best of luck. It's always great to hear that. I really, really appreciate it. 0-1 here to Caleb McDowell. Now the catcher. And Horton gets him to fly out to right field. No, it's second base. Making the catch out there is Brickachek. So popped out to second. 1, 2, 3 again is Wheat City. And a nice job there by Will Horton and the Sodbuster defense. Bottom of the 7th. Can we have a walk-off win? Hey, we've had a couple here at Duncan Field. Why not go out in style? This is Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field.
Hey, you. Your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters. For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings, a proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
So Dylan Keister comes in the game. The night is done for Matthew Dahlquist. Good night for him. 6 innings, give up 3 hits, 1 earned run, walked 2, struck out 8. A very good day at the office there for Dahlquist. And now insert right-hander Dylan Keister. Keister 6'1", 185 from Oklahoma. I think it's Coweta, Oklahoma. University of the Ozarks is where he goes. He's going to be a junior there. So he will take over here in the 7th. Can the Busters do a walk-off? We will find out soon enough. Had a couple walk-offs this year. It'd be a fun way to end the season, right? 7 innings. And this crowd's not going anywhere. They're ready for 9 innings. They're not leaving. They're comfortable. They got their snacks. These guys are ready to go. It's been a great crowd. It's been a great crowd all season. You know, there's been games where Busters have not been in the game. It's been a blowout. It's one way or the other where they've been winning the game by a lot or losing the game by a lot. But this crowd sticks around and makes a lot of noise. And you got some players. And all these players that don't play at these big schools are just in awe of these crowds. This is amazing. This is amazing, you know. And these crowds, so it's a lot of fun, therefore. Keister is 1-1, 4.44 ERA, 12 games, no starts for him this year, 28 and a third innings pitch, 4 saves, 19 strikeouts in those 28 innings, 11 walks, 36 hitters. And he will see Solis, Rocha, and Tyrell. That one fouled off. 0-1 here to Luke Solis. The ball's in 1 strike. Luke Solis has been a great player on this team as well. Be playing at UC San Diego. Have some Jack in the Box for me, buddy. That's my favorite place. Being from San Diego originally. Missed the Jack in the Box. The nearest one is Kansas City or Overland Park area. 2 balls and 1 strike. Also have some In-N-Out Burger. You don't find that anywhere in the Midwest. Pitch inside, 3-1. Solis looking to get aboard here for the Busters in the bottom of the 7th. We're all tied at 1 apiece. Supposed to be a 7-inning game, but we may get extra. Solis 0 for 2 with an RBI as flies out there, the right fielder. And there's 1 down. So 3 times tonight in the 7 innings, Busters have not had the leadoff hitter on, but the other 4 times they have. Jackson Rocha comes up. Rocha 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts in the game for him. Had a beautiful bunt yesterday to get on. He came around to score on that as well. Jackson, a nice guy out there. Great arm. Terrific throwing arm in the outfield. Keister kicks and delivers righty versus righty on this one. That one hit out to right field. Going to try to make the catch. Laying it out there in right field. Are you kidding me? Jelly. Wow. He got robbed. That thing was hit well. I thought that was going to be at least a double for Rocha. He runs well. What a play by Jake Jelly. Out in right field, diving towards the first base foul line. Just got robbed. That's all it was. Somebody call the Hastings Police Department. That's just a nice catch. Blake Tyrell comes up. Down the third base line. First pitch swinging. Sorensen on 1 big motion over to first. He tried diving into first. Wow, that's interesting. Almost took out the first baseman, but it didn't work. So a quick ground out on the first pitch he sees, and a very aggressive Tyrell this time. After striking it last time, he is 0 for 2. So we go to extra frames. 8th inning coming up. This is Sodbuster Baseball here from Duncan Field.
Johnson Imperial of Hastings and Kearney has been a quality builder and developer since 1918. They have your office and retail space solution. Over 300,000 square feet of premier space. On-site management and maintenance. Great locations and abundant pricing. Space is designed and built to suit. And flexible leasing options available. Johnson Imperial also features general contracting services. Check out all they have to offer. JohnsonImperial.com. Johnson Imperial in Hastings and Kearney. That's JohnsonImperial.com. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
Well, we go to extra frames. Supposed to be a 7-inning game, but Busters didn't get much going there, and they didn't get anything going in the bottom of the 7th, to be honest with you. And Ryan Melvin comes in as the 5th pitcher of the night here for the Hastings Sodbusters. Josh Salmon back with you. Nate Miller running TV cameras and some score books to my right. Steve Stein's also been on the broadcast. I appreciate you guys tuning in all season long on Mixlr and on YouTube as we get ready to turn the light on in here. Gets a little dark sometimes this time of night here in press box number 3. Melvin comes into the game, pitched just last night. Did a good job. It's been terrific out of the bullpen this season for the Sodbusters. A nice left-handed option, a very nice young man, and he's really been working on his curveball, and it's been very effective. He doesn't strike out a whole lot of guys, but he induces the ground balls, the flyouts, and that's all you can ask, right? Came in last night, faced 4 batters, walked 1. Otherwise, clean inning for him. So he will see the 6, 7, 8 hitters due up here for the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks, and I think all the other games in the Expedition League are just about over. There was a doubleheader in Casper today, and that obviously that first game ended before our game even started. Casper won the first game 3-2. They now lead 7-4 in the second game. Spearfish trailing again. They lost last night and fell 1 game behind Fremont. They're trailing now 10-8 at home in the 8th. Fremont trailing as well, though, at home to the Pierre Trappers in the bottom of the 9th, 5-3. So Pierre might upset Fremont. And then you have Hastings here, 1-1 with Wheat City. You have Western Nebraska trailing 5-4 at home to Canyon County Spuds. Badland Big Sticks and Mining City Tommyknockers had to forfeit home there, so the win will go to the Badland Big Sticks. As Mining City had to forfeit. Jackson Sorensen, busy night over at third base for him. He's a good fielder. You do start with a runner on second, which will be McDowell. The guy made the last out last inning in extra innings in the Expedition League. We go with the international rules, as they're called. So McDowell stands on second base. Ryan Melvin with the curveball. That one hit to left field. Jackson Rocha giving a chase down the line, and that's going to be a foul ball. That was fouled by about 2 feet. I thought it was going to fall fair, and that would have been extra. That would have been probably a score for them. It's just a long strike right now. So another extra inning games. Busters had one against Fremont here last week. That was a regular 9-inning game that went 11. This is a 7-inning game. We're in the 8th right now. The ball's 1 strike. Ryan Melvin stands on the third base side. Left-handed pitcher versus left-handed batter here. Jackson Sorensen. Runner on second base is McDowell, who made the last out last inning. Sorensen takes that pitch and fouls it off on the third base side against the Nets. He's down 0-2. Sorensen, 1 of 2 on the night. .276 batting average at this moment. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors for Wheat City. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for Hastings. It's been a very evenly played game, minus those 2 errors. And those 2 errors did come back to bite Wheat City. That's the Busters got their runs back in the second inning. That one fouled off again. As I mentioned, Hastings scored in the second inning. Wheat City scored in the third, and that has been the only scoring up there. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Buster's last home game of 2021. Buster, the mascot, in the crowd, having a good time with some people. Good night at the ballpark. Ooh, that one just missed on the outside corner. Everybody in the stadium, including Ryan Melvin, thought that was a strike. This guy also. That one just missed by an eyelash. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Melvin, not a hard thrower, but he's effective. Places the ball well, gets the ground balls, gets the flyouts. Curveball this time, hit to center field. Johnstone giving a chase back, deep in center. Deep enough for the runner to score. McDowell, or excuse me, to the runner to tag up to third. McDowell will run over there as a flyout. So nice job there by Sorensen to at least get the runner over to third. And the go-ahead run 90 feet away for Wheat City. Nolan Drill comes up. Drill 0 for 2. Right-handed batter, runner on third, 1 out. And curveball outside from Ryan Melvin. Melvin, the 5th pitcher of the night for Hastings. Bigham, Schneider, Shaw, Horton, and now Melvin. 1 ball, no strike count. That's chopped on the third base side, but foul over by the dugout. And the players reach out and grab it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Talk to the guys about the friendships that they make here and, you know, the connections they make. And look what it is for some of their careers. You know, some of them, I mean, look at guys we've had in the past. Fry Cervantes. We had Griffin Everett, who had a terrific year with University of Nebraska this year. Was a sodbuster last year, strike 2. Griffin, a real good guy, so was Fry. Shea Shannon was on the team last year. Trey Kissick the last couple of years. Grant Schmidt, he's been a very long time sodbuster for 3 years. He was. These guys went on, had some good careers. College, and worked on some of the skills they mastered here and put it towards their college career. So best of luck to some of these guys if they aren't able to come back next year or don't need to. Here's the 1-2. Curveball fouled back. Melvin's curveball just over the top. Just a 12-6, but he throws it very nicely, and he says he works on that a lot. Left-hander. Went to Grantland Northwest High School. Played on the senior high baseball team because Northwest doesn't have a baseball team. Also played Legion ball in Grand Island many years. Goes to Oklahoma Christian College. He was a redshirt freshman last year. Here's the pitch. And they went outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nolan Drill. You have McDowell standing on third. He was the runner that started the inning as the international rules play. Sorensen flew out deep to center to get him in to third base. Anyways, trying to get him into the lead run here is Nolan Drill. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. Inside, hit off the handle. So Rand Sanders grabs the ball in street clothes, but in the dugout, talking to him about his arm. I said, how's it going? He's been having some arm issues, and he says, first time I threw today in a while, it felt good. So that's a good thing for Rands. Best of luck next year for college for him. Also a Grand Island guy. I'm sure these two guys know each other before this. Rand Sanders and Ryan Melvin played about the same time. Here is the 2-2. Curveball gets him. Big time curveball, and about knocked him on his keister. Down goes Nolan Drill. He was looking dead red. Strikeout there for Ryan Melvin. And there's 2 down. That's a big strikeout in a good situation. Only 4 strikeouts this entire year for Ryan Melvin. That was number 5. Couldn't come at a better time. Houston Fogelstrom comes up. Fogelstrom, 1 of 2. Had the triple back in the third. Runner stands on third as McDowell with 2 outs. Top of the 8th, extra innings. As driving out of the way there is Amy from the Hastings Tribune. She's running the camera over there, taking pictures, and luckily she's paying attention because that was close to her. No balls, 1 strike. Coming up in the 9th inning for the Busters, it'll be 2, 3, 4 hitters. Curveball, hit to right field. It's Matt Hallback, right to him. Put that down as a line out to right, and they leave the runner on base. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Can the Busters do it? Ryan Melvin with another great inning. High fives and fist bumps all around. Everybody likes that guy. He's a real nice guy. He did a great job. We'll come back. Bottom of the 8th, still tied at 1 apiece. This is Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field, and we'll hear now from Johnson Imperial.
Imperial of Hastings and Kearney has been a quality builder and developer since 1918. They have your office and retail space solution. Over 300,000 square feet of premier space. On-site management and maintenance. Great locations and abundant pricing. Space is designed and built to suit. And flexible leasing options available. Johnson Imperial also features general contracting services. Check out all they have to offer. JohnsonImperial.com. Johnson Imperial in Hastings and Kearney. That's JohnsonImperial.com. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
Welcome back, bottom of the 8th, as we're getting ready to embarrass Andy Chase on the field, our stat guy and equipment manager extraordinaire. Andy in his 4th year, good guy. Takes care of the laundry and the stats and some of the equipment, the uniforms, and busy man down there. It's a good job. So coming up here for the Sodbusters, going to be Cam Brickachek. Brickachek, 1 of 1. Took over when Cole Dawson was pulled out. He's second base. Cam, Hastings College guy. He's been down the dugout since Friday, hoping to play. Shows bunt, pulls back. Runner heads to third base, and sliding is safely. Ooh, and they hit him on that one. Wow, that's interesting. So that was Tyrell. That's the runner on second. So now 2 on here. Hit by pitch. That's the last thing you wanted to do here for Keister. First hit by the pitch I have on my scorecard here tonight. Lane Harris took over at third base for Trevor Matson. Up at the plate. Shows bunt, puts it down. That's a good one. Right to third base. Sorensen, the only place he can go is first. And they get him? And they do, just barely by about a half a step. Sorensen checked third. The shortstop wasn't there yet. So runners in second and third. Sacrifice bunt. Nice job there by Lane Harris, who just joined the team like an hour before the game started. It wasn't even on my roster before the game started. I finally had to get it. Matt Hallback comes up now. Hallback chance to be the hero here. The Busters can walk it off. 1 out. Runners on second and third. Tyrell, the runner that started, he made the last out last inning, so he started on second, moved over on the bunt. Hit by a pitch was Brickachek. He stands on second base. Bottom of the 8th here. Still 1-1 extra innings. We were only going to do 7, but it's taken this long with the tie. Hallback fouls it off right side. This crowd's going to go nuts here if we get the walk-off win. Last home game could end on a walk-off win. That'd be kind of appropriate, wouldn't it? Be kind of fun. Logan Johnstone on the on-deck circle. If Hallback can't do it, he has a chance to. That one into left center field. That's going to do it right there. Walk off. They let the run score. They say make sure to let the run score, and then they maul the field. Trevor Matson, that's the fastest he's ran all year. Look at him out there with Matt Hallback. I thought he was going to pick him up and hug him. He hit there. Matt Hallback with the walk-off. And the Busters win it as Tyrell scores the winning run. 2-1 your final. We'll recap some numbers and come back for our last post-game of the year. High fives all around. Look at the guys go crazy out there. Even Jackson Rocha has his cowboy hat on. That's dedication right there. We'll take a break, come back. Post-game show coming up, Sodbuster Baseball.
Field to watch the Sodbusters, head on over to Laughlin Country Club. The best view in Hastings. Their 2-story window overlooks the pristine course, their upscale clubhouse, and their kitchen crafts delicious dining menus. Behind the scenes is an entire full-service team led by their banquet manager who's working to make sure your event is executed flawlessly. Laughlin Country Club, 402-462-4151.
Summer means Sodbusters baseball and hot weather, so make sure you stay cool with Ruts. Ruts Heating and AC is your #1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska. For over 45 years, Ruts has been a name to trust for repairs, installation, and maintenance work on time. Call Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning today to discuss your HVAC needs, free estimates, and the guarantee their work. Whenever your heating or AC needs, trust Ruts. Visit rutsheating.com.
Back, post-game show. Busters walk it off. Matt Hallback gets the single out to left field. It might have been a double. Who cares? It's run scored. Blake Tyrell. And the Busters go crazy on the field. The fans going crazy. And everybody having a good old time as everybody's saluting the team that's out there on the field right now. Hats off to these young men by the Hastings fans. What a fun way to end it. What a good game. Back and forth, 1-1, one of the better games this year. Evenly pitched. Great pitching performance there by Dahlquist, who ends up not being the pitcher of record. Keister gets the loss. Threw 11 pitches in the game and gets the loss. Ryan Melvin, who came in last inning, gets the win. So for Ryan Melvin, that's exciting for him to win a game here at Hastings, just down the road from his hometown of Grand Island. That's the second win of the year for Ryan Melvin, so his official record 2-1 at this point. And for Dylan Keister, he takes the loss. For him, his record is 1-2. Look at these stats here real quick one last time, guys, before we wrap up. I'll miss talking to you guys here, but we'll look at the game stats. Scott Galusha's introducing all the players down there. Matt Hallback with 2 hits again tonight. And only the 1 run given up by Jake Bigham in the start. Just been a fun season. It would not be appropriate unless my partner in crime here, Steve Stein, joined me on the broadcast as well, just for some final thoughts. And boy, what a fun way to end the game, Steve. Just a walk-off with Matt Hallback, and the Steve Stein jinx is over. After no hits yesterday, 2 walks, he gets the walk-off hit today. You can take credit for that.
And I will just say, about as fun a game as you're going to get. I mean, everything, if you try to script it out, you take out your 3 best players, arguably, in the 5th inning, and you're thinking, did we really want to do that in a 1-1 game? And lo and behold,
in the 3rd inning.
It was the 5th.
Well, okay,
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, they take them out in the top of the 5th, and so those guys are out
sorry.
in a 1-1 game. And so where do we come to in the order in that 8th inning? Right at the top of the order. So you had the guy running there at second base instead of Omar. You had Blake Tyrell at the plate instead of Cole Dawson. You had Cam Brikacek, who gets hit by a pitch which at the time looked like bad news because you would have had a runner at third. But then lo and behold, tremendous job. Lane Harris gets a sacrifice, so that brings Matt Hallback up. Solid single to left. And plus tremendous pitching up and down the lineup for Bigham. Goes 3 innings, allows just 1 run. Schneider was dynamite through his 2. Shaw, Horton, and then Ryan Melvin comes in. He has been Mr. Clutch lately, and he is able to put up a 0 there in the top of the 8th. And the Sodbusters win a great pitcher's duel to close out their home schedule with their first 3-game sweep of the year. There's just a heck of a lot of things to to be thankful for over these final 10 games of the year. The Sodbusters win 8 out of their last 9. After the All-Star break, they lost their first 2, but then 8 of 9 after that, including a tremendous homestand. And folks ought to be excited about coming back for next year to watch Sodbuster baseball.
Yeah, 4 in a row. They took, they had played 4 against Fremont, lost only one of those games, and that was the last one here. Went to Fremont, won there, and then won the last 3 here. So 4 in a row for them. And what a fun season it's been having you on here with me, Steve. And Nate's been helping a huge amount this year, more than we can ever describe on the air. An extra set of eyes. You always need an extra set of eyes with baseball, with pitching changes and pitching counts and all kinds of sound and the TV stuff. We couldn't have done that without Nate as well. So big salute to all you guys all around. And one last time, we'll sign off for the 2021 season. Thank you to all the fans and the management, the coaching staff, and the players. And God bless you guys. We'll hopefully catch you next year. Once again, Busters win it in style. Last home game of the year, 2-1 over Wheat City. This is Josh Salmon signing off. Have a good night. We'll see you next year.